All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor. Let me get my chat more organized on my side of the screen here. Let me see. Oh, now it's just not showing me the entire chat for everybody here on Streamlabs. That's funny. Let me see. Oh, well, bear with me as I go through this. Some new stuff has been set up. One of the things you'll notice is we have a new background now, and it's all because of Zenith. Everybody say thank you, Zenith. Thank you, Zenith. You did a pretty good job. Of course, you know, minor spoiler, it's not just me here. I have my ensemble here with me, my Ensemble of Excellence. We have me. Hey, how's it going? We have the Silver. Silver, say hello to the people.
Hello, people.
And of course, the Zenith Animanga. Zenith, say hello to the people.
Hello to the people. We got a new background.
Type shit.
Hell
It
yeah.
looks good. It looks real good. Hell yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So again, forgive me. Just trying to get everything in order here. I made some changes here and there, son. You may see some more of them. I don't know. I tried to make the chat a bit more, I guess, legible. It's been looking kind of warbled for a couple of weeks, and I never remembered to fix it until I am like we're done recording that week, that episode's podcast, and I watched a little bit of it back, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I just forget again. So I just did it real quick. Hopefully it's a little better. I think it looks good. But yeah, we got some new things going on. Hopefully my internet holds up. I did, you know, me and the family, we did get a new modem and all that good stuff. Usually I'd be more confident in my internet because it has been pretty damn good, but it's very windy in my area. So hopefully the wind doesn't knock out the power, but I wanted to live stream with everybody because, you know, as much as it is fun recording and all that good stuff, getting content out, I like chatting with y'all in real time. You know what I'm saying? Tight shit. So hopefully everything goes well. Housekeeping notes, I don't have many. I've just been typing up the script for my next video. So if I haven't been working at my other job, I've been working here. So that's pretty much all I really got. I got master rank in Street Fighter 6. That was like last week, but like it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty damn cool shit. After 1,000 hours, I finally got Chun-Li to master, my first master character in the game. Oh my god, this shit was crazy, man. I was very excited about that. Thank you to all of the people who liked my post talking about it. I was like, this will probably get a cool 10 likes. It got like damn near 30. I was like, oh my god, I got real ones with me. Holy shit. So appreciate that, all that good stuff. Fellas, is there any housekeeping notes you would like to jump into before we get started?
Nope.
True,
Nope.
man. True. Very true.
I
But
got them.
yeah. hello, everybody. Hello. My queen up there. True. Donda ditched. Hey, man. You know, we'll get into that a little later.
We had nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll get into that a little later into the episode because, well, actually, I mean, we could talk about it now. You guys being here early, you know, we can give you guys a little scoop and give y'all a little hint. So last week's episode, if you were sticking around in the podcast, you know, if you didn't just click around and watch certain chapters, which is fine, by the way. If you do watch our podcast that way after the fact, good for you. I'm happy the timestamps work. But if you watch through the whole thing, we got to the Don section last week, and we were like, "Fuck, man." We got nothing. So we just didn't say anything about it because it was like, man, we went from really good Kagurabachi chapters, like, oh my god, these are so fucking amazing and phenomenal. They changed my life, oh my lord. Then we went to the Modulo chapters. God damn, these are so amazing. They changed my life. I love them. And then we went into Dandadan. We said, y'all want to talk about Toilet Girl or what? And we did not. So with that being said, for the past couple of weeks, probably like months now, we would get to the end of the podcast and we would go, Dandadan. Yep. And I wanted to hold off hope. I was like, I've seen Dandadan when it's good, and when it's good, it's really good, and it's fun to talk about, so I'm hoping it gets there. And unfortunately, it just hasn't gotten there for us. So as of today, Dandadan has been Dondadacted, chat. It's getting out of here.
Really.
Dandadan. It's out of here, man. But that does not mean less content for you all, because we are going to be replacing it with our rapid fire section. So a lot of people who have been wondering, like, oh man, I'd really like you to talk about like Ichi the Witch this week, or like, oh, Blue Box is pretty good. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing that. Is that gonna be harder for me personally? Yes. Yes. If you're wondering, like, damn, I didn't think we'd get a podcast episode this week. You only scheduled it 15 minutes before it was supposed to happen. Brother, I was reading. I was trying to get caught up for everything. And I still didn't get caught up on everything. Like, I'm not caught up on, I'm not fully, actually, no, I am. No, I didn't read this week's chapter of Blue Box, but I caught up through there. I caught up on Ichi the Witch. I caught up on Akane Banashi, and I haven't caught up on Sakamoto Days just yet, but I'll read through that in this upcoming week. But I feel like that would just be a much more productive sort of thing. That would be much better content for you guys as well. So we'll just swap it out with our rapid fire section. If you like the idea, you can thank Sky for it. He came up with it. He's a very smart person. And if you don't like it, then we don't talk about it again, dummy. That's just how we operate here. All right. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will like it. Will you be mentioning Dandadan every now and then, or is that shit over? I mean, it depends,
That's
honestly.
for the rapid fire.
Yeah, I was about to say, honestly, as of right now, no. Hey, quiet as kept. Now that we're not reading it for the podcast, I'm probably putting it down for the time being.
I mean, look, I'll still be keeping up with it. So if it actually does pick up again, you guys will be the first to know.
I'm sure it will pick up. So I will rely on you.
Remaining ever vigilant.
Thank you. I will definitely rely on you to let me know. I'm sure it will pick up again, but as of right now, man, I'm cool. Be easy, my heart. Be easy. But yeah, that's going to be the game plan going forward. If Dandadan, I'm sure it will pick back up. We can mention it on the podcast and we can talk about it, but we'll probably just keep it within that general rapid fire section. And plus, I feel like that would be overall better because it's like, oh, Dandadan's really good again. We can give it its own section. And then we give it its own section and then it goes back to like nothing for the next couple of months. We're like, right, okay. So I think it'll be pretty good if it stays in rapid fire for now. The Amnesia arc has not really worked out. It's been fine, I guess. I mean, like, it certainly hasn't been bad. It's had good moments. It's been fine. Have you checked out Underdoctor? No, I haven't checked out a lot of stuff. Is it good?
It's all right so far. It's got an interesting premise. It's going for it. So, I think it could be something, and potentially. Okay,
that's the new one that just came out in Jump this week.
Like
right?
2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
No, a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
There's a new one that came out today called Alien Headbutt, and I have not read it.
I have read that one, and it actually is kind of fun.
Okay.
And, like, it's pretty gritty, pretty brutal, but I think it could be a fun one.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Maybe I'll check that one out then. Like I said, I have a lot of stuff to catch up on, so we'll definitely I will get back to you on that. Anyone read Centuria? I hear Centuria is very good. I've been wanting to read
hearing
it.
very good things. That is on my list for sure.
Yeah, same here. I haven't had a chance to get to that one either, but I have heard a lot of good.
Yeah. I'll definitely be picking that one up at some point in the future. But okay. With all that being said, you guys are in the know now. Shh, don't tell anybody. That was our secret, okay? So you can't tell anybody who comes in late. But with all that being said, are we ready to jump on into our first chapter here?
Let's get it.
Okay. Gotcha, Kuta. I have not read it. Everyone else here has. I have not. So, like, if that shit gets added, it's going to be in a while.
Yakuza fucking rocks.
Yeah.
It does.
But yeah,
I think
one day, maybe.
We're going through its like weakest arc right now, and it's still gas. Like
it is. Like I actually caught up on Gachi Yakuza recently, and I'm glad I did. Because as goddamn, this shit is so cool. Well, again, maybe not this most recent arc because honestly, the villain's kind of a miss for me. But other than that, it's still cool shit.
True.
I like seeing him get beat up.
That's good then. That's good.
But yeah, let's
Hello,
get
Ryan.
it.
Hello. All right, so let's start up with One Piece wa chapter 1173. Now, normally I would ask you how you feel about it, but fuck all that. It's Big Me today. Road is here, and he took out the ship. My agenda is agendaing. Now, I know what some of you are probably going to say. Some doubters, some detractors, some haters. You're gonna say, well, you know, they were charging up the attack before him. And I would say you're right. But it took 3. And Road knew that. He knew. The future sight hockey. He saw the attack bounce off of him. It wasn't gonna do anything. It was gonna do very minimal damage. So Road said, okay, I will lend you some of my on-screen hockey and we'll take this thing out together. And they did that shit. And keep in mind that they never would have been there to make that play if Road wasn't brave enough to run out in front ahead of everybody and protect everybody, protect his brother, all that good stuff, because fucking Harden wasn't doing anything. What's Harden doing in this chapter? He's relying on February Zoro, that racist. That's who he's relying on. That's who you want? You're getting advice from the racist? I don't think so, bucko. Road said, all right, let me do what I gotta do. My brother is in danger. I'm gonna jump out there and protect my damn people because that's what the real sun god does. The real 23. That other nigga's in hell right now. Me? I'm here. Okay? I'm up here doing my other thing and I'm protecting everybody else. You got Harden, who's teaming up with Zoro. And he's teaming up with the guy who called people sun dodgers, bro. He said, y'all are in the sun realm? Why do I see sun dodgers up here then? And he's teaming up with him. You're taking advice from him? Nah, man. Nah. Sorry, bucko. We got Big Road over here. And he's the one who led that blast over the top. And he's the one who saved the children, man. Road said what he was going to do and he fucking did it. How many times have we been lied to in One Piece, chat? How many times have we built up a character? Oh my god, Akagami no Shanks. He's so powerful. Wah. Kaido, Lancier Air. You always bet on him. Womp, womp, nigga. Road said, this is what I'm going to do. And he executed. So, like...
Man, I was really hoping to join after this part was over.
Yeah, sorry, Sky.
You joined at a great time. You joined at a great time, man. Come on. I mean, like, really? Road is just looking out for everybody, man. And he had to make sure you were here. What's up?
Call me a hitchhiker the way I'm lost on this road.
What in the fuck? What in the fuck? Hell nah, man. Amen to Big Road. Come on, man. You already know what this is gonna be about.
Me when I get through the highway without being stopped in traffic. Me when they add another lane and that fixes everything.
Amen.
Amen to Big Road.
Amen to Big Road, man. The children wouldn't be saved. You know, you had Ripley and the other giants come in. We're gonna take them out. Fucking frauds. Oh, we're from a generation of warriors. Yeah, all right, little nigga, get diffed. Here we got Road. Big Road coming in and saying, let me navigate this blast straight through this nigga's chest frame real quick. Let me navigate this straight through his chest cavity. Kill him. Wham! One shot him. Take him down. Easy work. And then we also, bro, it's literally, it's like 2 birds, 1 stone. We take out the giant monster that's terrorizing the kids, and then we take away the ship that's going to take the children away. Come on, man. Come on. Nobody else is doing it like him.
Thank God.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying.
Thank God we don't have the fraudulent and the frail out here trying to imitate. Hey, kids, don't imitate this at home, all right? You're not Road.
Yeah, man. Come on. Come on. These are real stunts we doing out here. He's like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I would
Like,
not compare him to Tom Cruise. That wouldn't be, just in general, you don't want to compare people that you like to Tom Cruise. It's not the best idea.
well, I meant in like the stunts way, bro. I didn't mean in like the other way.
I know.
I
Oh.
mean,
It's
I hate to
just
break it to you.
You're not sliding over cars while you shoot.
Now, I'm just
You don't
saying,
think that you're Tom
you do
Cruise?
sound.
You don't
you
think
do
you're
sound
Bobby
a
with the
little
tool?
bit- You do sound a little bit like a Scientologist when you're praising the good name of Road. A little bit.
Ah, man. I sound like a truther.
I was on when I was home for Christmas. My father showed me the Scientology Network, which is a real channel, and I was just like, "Damn, they're showing old podcast reruns. That's crazy. What the hell are we doing there?"
That's
I mean,
fucked
okay,
up,
look.
bro.
I'm gonna be real. When I first read that moment, my first thought immediately went to the fucking Team 7 meme, where it's like you got all 3 of them and was standing up there, and that's like them at a 100% power. But then you remove Sakura, and it's only 99.99% power.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
Sakura,
that's
who
Sakura.
bought Naruto back from the dead, by the way.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
Sakura-
Silver's sexist.
Yeah, we know that, though. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Well, you gonna defend yourself? Hey, you know, a simple "no, I'm not" would go wonder for your reputation, dog.
I just want to say, Lemon Cloud said, man, Sailor's so good at speeches, it could make me believe that Oda's not into little girls. And that shit is hilarious. Oh my god. Hey, we're not immune to propaganda. It's no, man. It's literally like I could just be like, no, he's not, and then he's just like Watsky in the corner. It's like, yeah, he does fuck with him. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Rebecca, that outfit is still the dumbest thing I've seen in this story, bro. Rebecca's fucking dental floss thong ass warrior outfit. That shit is so bad. Like, we get it, nigga. You're horny. Shaboing boing. Come up with a better design. Jesus Christ.
You'd think he'd treat Sanji better since he's clearly the self-insert.
Shit, man. I kind of like, I low-key felt the same way about the Robin and Nami's egghead designs. Like, at least Robin kind of grew on me. At least the leather jacket is cool, but like, god, these just look bad. But whatever. Yeah. I think in Oda's mind he is treating Sanji well. He's like, what, bro? That's me. That is
Dude,
good.
What do you mean? It's fucking hilarious every time. He plays from the nose. That's so fucking funny, dude.
It's so funny.
That shit's so gas.
Y'all are laughing, right?
That shit is... That shit is so gas, bro. Oh my god. Did you see that if Oda wrote Maki slander? Yes, it was very funny and very true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yuta, for taking out the Zenin clan.
Oh my god, people kept adding panels to it too to make it more cluttered.
Yeah, man. Bro, Taco brought it up. He was like, dude, the fact that she has Zenin tattooed on her arm makes me know that they're a real One Piece fan who made this, because that is so Oda.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, man. Fuck. Yeah, that shit was very funny, man. That shit was very funny. Slander.
Is this the week where we decide, where we finally admit that One Piece sucks?
It's one.
Never!
Is it time? Are we doing it now?
Now, Ryder.
That one, but like my favorite tweet from this whole like Oda slander was someone be like, yeah, you know, your mangaka, he's a washed pedo supporter, and he's like, he's not washed. One of my favorite fucking moments.
You take that back, he's not washed. You take that back right now. Don't you say that shit. Oh my god. Nah, man.
He's not washed. Bro, I'm not a pedophile either.
How dare you? You can call him whatever you want, but you can't call him washed. I don't know if that's the approach we want to take.
Guys,
Got chat. Hello. But yeah. Circling back, shouts out to Road, man. Other shit happened in this chapter. It was okay. You know, Zoro did his whatever, you know, he was hating. We got a call back to Dory and Brogy, whatever. I mean, hey, how do you guys feel about like top 5 Brook? What's your thought about that?
Brook is top 1 for me. Brook has always been my favorite character.
I fucking loved Brook. I'm just putting. I have loved Brook.
I'm over the fucking moon for Brook content in the big 2026. This is how you know. This is how you know that Oda knows that's Black History Month. Because he's giving Zoro feats and he's giving Brook focus. All things balanced.
Yeah, everything balanced as it should be, Taishi.
Now, like, here's the thing. It ain't easy sometimes. Like, that's one of my favorite Straw Hats. I love him so much, I overlook his blatant sexual harassment that, frankly...
Yeah, well, obviously.
...kicked off the crew. Like, if we're being real, honestly.
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I had to overlook the blatant sexual harassment from one of my favorite Straw Hats, I'd have 2 nickels, which, given that there's 10 of them, is bonkers.
Yeah.
It's buck wild, dog.
It's fucking insane, man. Hey, Brook MVP, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brook MVP, man. I listen, I was not expecting, because, like, you know, I was expecting a wholesome moment, like, oh, is it you? I forget her fucking name already, but it's like,
Shuri.
Yeah, Shuri, it's you. Oh my god. I hate you, you dumb bitch. Oh. Oh, okay, my fault. Yeah. I didn't know.
That's great. Yeah, I never wanted to think of you again for the rest of my life.
Bitch, I died and came back, and my one regret is seeing you in this life. Oh my god.
I was not expecting that.
No.
It's like what is it? It's like it's the scene from Madagascar. It's like Alex, Marty, Alex, Marty. Brook, Shuri.
Nah,
I mean,
man.
That is just the best part of the chapter.
I've got such a fucking bone to pick with you, skeleton joke, yo ho ho.
Skeleton joke. She starts to laugh. Don't you fucking laugh at that. That wasn't for you.
That's our joke.
That's our joke. Piss me off. Nah, man. I was just the fact that, like, I wish that TCB or what was I don't even think it was TCB. I think I read it on www.legal. But in another translation, they had her listed. They had Brook call Shuri his patricidal princess. And I was like,
my patricidal princess.
That's awesome. And in this one, I think they just reduce it down to like, you father killing you father killing princess. It's like, oh, that's boring.
Patricidal princess that's like a fucking wrestler stage.
I was gonna say, yeah. Coming down to the ring, the patricidal princess. It's like, oh my god.
Gotta play like Pink Pony Club as she comes on.
True. Yo, that's aura. Nah, wrestlers should do that. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I know.
Yo, that's aura. Hold on. Hey, Julia, we giving out game, man. You may as well take shit. But yeah, that whole interaction in the chapter, because I remember I was so caught off guard by the fact that like, oh man, Brook hates her. I was not expecting that I didn't even think about the fact that he was just clashing with Imu. Like, he caught me so off guard until I saw someone pointed out like, hey, this is crazy, isn't it? I was like, oh yeah, I guess so. Hey, Brook is coming. I mean, he's coming for that top 3 spot, man. Yeah, as soon as it's gonna be Luffy, Brook, Zoro, and I feel like that's a big win. Maybe that's the prevailing thought in Black History Month. Brook is just the second strongest, and then he overcomes the racism in Zoro's heart. Tashi.
He is one of the wings of the Pirate King, and, just because it's him, it's like a bone-in wing,
Yeah.
Yo,
happened to Sanji?
Type shit.
What happened to Sanji? Fucking.
Well, Sanji, when he gets Conqueror's Haki, he'll get up there.
Hey, I don't know if you've read this series called. I don't know if you've read this series called One Piece, Silver. That's what happened to Sanji. That's mostly what happened to Sanji. Is One Piece for the most part.
One Piece, man.
One thing I think is interesting about Brook's clashing with Imu. Because at the end, Emo's like, "Shut up! Who are you? What are the Tukunko?" I like the characterization of Emu as this incredibly like petty, jealous person. Because you see that as well with Vivi's ancestor.
Yeah,
and I am of the opinion that the more we find out about Emu, the more we should realize that they're the most fucking pathetic loser in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Because who else would call themselves the king of the world?
Yeah.
I do not. I'm sure they'll do cool stuff. They'll be a significant threat and everything, but I think that they should be lame as shit.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing with, because there is a moment in Rox's flashback where it's like, it's Rox's family. Like, they were the ones who are supposed to, like, inherit the world. And all Emu is, because we built him out, he's like, God, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And it's just the nigga who won one fight. Like, that's it. And then every other time we see them, it's just like, yes, I am the great Emu. We are so great, blah, blah, blah. And then that nigga pulls out a hockey knot. He's like, oh my God. So every single time we see Emu even pulled up to Elbaf, like, what are you doing? The Holy Land is on fire. Allow Emu to show you how we really get down. And now in this chapter, he's like, stop talking to her. Who are you? Stop talking to her. She's mine. Like, this
like,
Emu's
all right, Emu, fucking lose her number, little bro.
Yeah, you can't handle all that, little bro. Go let her fuck with a real one. Yeah, nah. I think it's definitely that boy Emu's still salty over a female. Hey man, Emu is the original red pill streamer.
Emu is a chud high key.
Damn.
You're so right, Alex. You're so
From
right.
From this day forward, I put forward the vote that we call him Chudmu.
Chudmu. Yes. Hey man, I'm with it. I'll call him Chudmu.
Hell yeah.
Emu is Oda's self-insert.
No,
No,
that man is not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell no. Fucking Chudmu is out here just being a loser. That's just who they've been throughout so much of the story after getting introduced. And I think it is cool because One Piece does do this a lot where, you know, I mentioned it before where it was just like, yeah, we get introduced to this really crazy strong person and it's like, oh, actually, they're way different than when we thought. I mean, like, this arc does an amazing job along with Rocks, where, like, we all were like, oh, Rocks is just going to be one evil motherfucker. And, you know, he wasn't the best person, but it's like, no, this guy is actually kind of cool. Like, I wasn't expecting him to, like, actually care about his comrades and stuff like that. And way more things, but... yeah, I think is another case of Emu where it's like, ah, yes, moo, I am the strong one. Yes, I'm so great. And then you just being a loser all the time, being a fat ass chud. Emu about to be a guest star on Fresh and Fit. Yeah, bro, he's about to be on there, man. he's about to be on there, man. They're going to get banned from every club in Miami.
Absolutely. It's really cool in the case of Emu because we've known about him for 7 years now.
Maybe
and
6 or 7.
Anyways, everyone's heart stopped for a moment. I think it's interesting because you have like Katakuri is another example of that, like, you know, subverting expectations on a character. And with Katakuri, it's in a single moment, you know, like he's so cool for Whole Cake, and then, you know, Luffy busts into the house and he's got that yummy, yummy, yummy donut, like, you know, cringe ass. And yeah, it's that single moment that like shatters your preconceptions of him. But with Emu, it's been the like slow, as we've, you know, been slowly fed more information about them, we've been slowly fed more information about their personality. And so it's like, it's not like going to be a quick, like, oh, we're going to see him and he's going to be fucking crying in a pile of like old paintings being like, fuck, she was so bad.
She was so hot.
It's like, that's not going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's like this. It's going to be like, yeah, that's what I thought, you fucking.
Yeah, that figures.
Goddamn chud.
It's so crazy,
yes,
too.
Yes, Sun Tzu. 7, yes.
Yeah. Shouts out to Sun Tzu, man.
I think what I like about this is, you know, we've gotten Emu and we've gotten the Gods Knights, and there's been a very deliberate attempt to show that they are different from the other celestial dragons. And I think the point of that is going to inevitably show that they're actually not. That they are, even though they are far more powerful, they are no less pathetic than the other celestial dragons. They are no less just annoying and stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in this chapter, you had Sommers being like, haha, I win, losers. So and then they blow up his shit. He's like, oh, shit.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn, no. I'm gonna have to get an Uber. I can't afford that.
Fuck, no. It's so cooked, bro. Yeah, so I like seeing them be like, yeah.
Can you come pick me up?
Just imagine fucking Garling through the fucking Satan link being like, Sommers, I'm watching your stream right now, bro. What is happening? And it's just him smiling like, if I don't look at it, I simply won't notice it, and it's okay. Yeah, nah. I am fully expecting it to be something like, yeah, we're so great. Oh, damn,
pack it up.
Kind of suck. Yeah. I mean, like even Robin, she was tied up in this chapter. That reminds me. He was like, haha, Robin, I win. She was like, well, what if we just like die together? He's like, whoa, wait, hold on, chill. Like immediately. So yeah, I expect it. But what were you saying, Silver?
No, I'm just saying, because like you guys bring up definitely interesting points. It's like these are people that, well, despite being clearly a lot smarter than your average celestial dragon, they are still celestial dragons. Like they are entirely dependent on the benefits they've gotten, both from their immortality and from their devil fruits. Listen, it's like they very clearly are lacking in other areas. as when you compare them to other fighters. So I just think that's interesting. Like they're entirely dependent on their immortality. So when that gets finally stripped away for whatever reason, whether it's hockey or some other bullshit, I am just really going to be excited to see that reaction they have. They're like, oh shit.
They're gonna have the Frieza, that hurt, that really hurt. Like that's gonna be like that.
Yes, exactly.
It's gonna be cool, man. That's just gonna be awesome. But yeah, good chapter.
And it's gonna be Brook that does it, because who understands death better than him?
I mean, hey, that'd be pretty compy.
He's about to play them that new Kid Leroy, and they're gonna kill themselves.
Oh shit, bro!
He's gonna play them that new J. Cole, and they're gonna kill themselves.
He's gonna play the fall off. They're gonna fall asleep, my nigga. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be done, bro. They're gonna oh shit. This 24 track album, holy fuck. Yeah, we'll just leave. You can keep the kids. You can fucking keep I hope that album is good. I've heard it's just okay, but you know,
like the first 4 songs, and here's the thing, I love J. Cole, I really do. I kind of couldn't tell like when a song would stop and when it would start.
I just don't like. I like J. Cole too, but I'm just so fucking tired of woulda, coulda, shoulda raps, bro. I'm tired of that shit. I'm so tired of it. I'm tired of him switching his perspective on the beef every single day, where it's just like, hey man, I backed out of the beef because it wasn't good for my spirit. Except no, I did it because it would be profitable to people and I didn't want people to profit off the beat. Please buy my album it's my final album, by the way, that I redid and remade because I was inspired by what happened in the beef. Please buy my album. This album that I've been building up for 10 years, I redid its entire thing just so I could talk about my feelings on the beef and subtly sneak diss niggas. But I'm better than sneak dissing people. I don't sneak diss anybody. It's like, all right, bro, shut the fuck up. Shut up. So I feel like I'll turn on that album and be like, oh, this song's good. And then he'll talk about something from the beef and I just turn it off. I'm like, all right. All right. Like the second he'll be like, yeah, man, you know, I'm about to fall off and whatever. But like, I still could have beat Kendrick and Drake though. All right, bro, it's over. I don't care, man. I don't give a fuck, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Gun to your head named 10 J. Cole songs. Okay, let me see if I can actually do this. So
Born
obviously,
Sinner.
Born Sinner, most notorious or most infamous, I would say, is Folding Clothes. Middle Child, that's the third one. Dreamville Mentality. Then there's 9-5 South. Then there's Amari. I'm about to start naming shit off the off season. That's my favorite Cole project.
Yeah, I love off season.
It's so fucking good. Yeah, we're at 7 right now. Then we have I mean, did we Grippy? No, that's a Cash Cobain song. He only featured on that. No, we can't say that. So
wait.
There's 100 mil. So we're at 8. Then did I mention interlude? I might have.
No, you didn't say interlude.
Oh, so interlude. So now we're at 9. And then
Pride is the Devil.
Yes, Pride is the Devil. Yeah. I didn't even remember the one song. Nice Watch, Run It. I don't remember the name of that song. I remember Firing Squad. That's a good song off Forest Hill Drives.
Wait, hold on. Lemon Cloud said, guys, I'm not American. What the fuck is a Super Bowl and when can I expect the Avengers trailer? Okay.
The
Lemon
fuck
Cloud,
is a Super Bowl?
Funny. That's so funny because first of all, that's just funny. Good on you. But second of all, I read Super Bowl. I didn't realize you were talking about the Super Bowl. I thought you meant like the Powerball. And I was about to be like, bro, the Powerball is the Super Bowl, depending on who you bet on.
That's what I was going to say. Because at first I thought you meant Powerball as well. And I was like, they have the Powerball during the Super Bowl. And I was like, why should I even be surprised?
Dude,
it's fucking gambling. Of course they would have it.
The gambling double feature.
Yeah. It's right after Bad Bunny's performance. You're like, and now pull out your lottery tickets.
The roulette matinee. What the fuck? Yeah, there's a dude on TikTok I saw. He put $30,000 down on the Seahawks.
I mean, honestly, that's a lot of money, but that's a safe bet.
It's not the worst bet of all time, but like, you could see it too. He's crying while he films the video.
The Powerball halftime show type shit. In the words of Toji, damn it, my parlay. Yeah, bro. Toji, yeah. Megami, listen, if you've been keeping up with Hood JJK, bro, luckily Megami is not taking advice from him because he was like, listen, we gonna take out some money, we gonna put it on the Bears winning the Super Bowl. Them niggas got bounced that same week, bro. Damn, Toji. Damn, Toji. You would have fucked us all up, bro. God damn. Is Kendrick playing again this year? No, he's not. It's Bad Bunny, which I haven't really listened to much of his music. Literally, the most I know about Bad Bunny is when he came to WWE and put on bangers for no reason. That nigga was just cooking for the love of the game. And I was like, hell yeah. So I haven't heard much of his music, but that's my fucking guy right there. I will die for Bad Bunny, bro. That motherfucker came out with a shopping cart full of weapons. I said, we're cooking. Bro, I saw a clip from one of his music videos. He's out here doing, he has 10 girls, 10 beautiful women lined up with him in the bedroom. You want to know what they doing? Fucking? No. We're playing wrestling, man. We're doing swanton bombs. We're hitting each other in the back with pillows like they're steel chairs. I was like, this guy's the GOAT. This guy's the legend, man. Oh my God. But yeah, shouts out Bad Bunny. I'm very excited to see him. I saw he won a Grammy. I think it was Album of the Year. Shouts out to him, man. Good shit. Good shit. Yeah. About to say Yuji already learned the hard way that Wipe Me Down was a feature. Yeah. Shouts out Yuji, bro. Shouts out Yuji. I had that I don't know if you've seen the short, but it's the one where it's like it's Yuji doing a little dance like make a move, cub, move. I've had that shit stuck in my head for the past week, bro. Like, it's literally just him emoting make a move, cub, move. I be doing that shit all the time. That shit is
my
so
supervisor
funny.
walks into the back room. I'm just there. Make a move.
Move.
You filming TikToks in the back room again? God damn it!
What are you doing? Oh shit. But yeah, that shit was mad funny. Shouts out. Shouts out to Weary Exile for the donation time.
I wouldn't do it just quite yet.
6'7" from Super Senior Sailor was not on my 26 bingo. Hey man, you could have just said, you could have just said
bad joke. You could have just said
6'7" is not what I was expecting in this stream. You ain't gotta call me old. What the fuck? What the hell? What the hell is that about? What the hell? Yes, the Bears got knocked out. I think it was literally the Bears got knocked out, and then that episode of Hood JJK came out, and it was Toji being like, "We're gonna put $100,000 on the Bears winning the Super Bowl." I was like, "It's over." Fuck, bro. Yes, bro. They got cooked. The Toji curse is real. Yes. Toji in the Hood is him, bro. He got a jersey in Chirac, bro. They hung it up in the Hall of Fame. That's a real trench body nigga, bro. Shouts out to Toji. One last Hood JJK reference. Another thing that I've just been
God, if only
about.
we had a section on the podcast dedicated to that series.
No,
it can come back, bro.
No. But the another thing that I've had in my head from that series is Maki telling Naoya something. He's like, bitch, why am I yelling? I don't get upset at women. He's like, go get a man so I can argue with him in your place. Just that quick cutoff. Bitch, who the fuck you? Why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? I don't argue with women. It's like that thing from Boondocks. Wait a minute. I'm white.
I'm white.
Wait
Get
a
back here.
minute.
There's a perfectly good chance to throw your life away.
That shit had me crying, bro. Oh my god, I truly cannot wait for the next full episode. That shit's so funny. But anyway, before I make another Hood JJK reference, I don't have much else to say on One Piece. If you guys want to move on, I'm down.
Chapter. I had fun.
I think we've been ready to move on for a while.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not too much, not too much. But now we have Chainsaw Man Chapter 228. Fellas, how do you feel about Chainsaw Man hitting its core point?
Dude, oh my
Oh,
god.
I don't
so-
know what the
I-
Seriously, what the fuck does core point mean?
For
That's almost
context
like
to the
that.
chat, it was basically announced, and obviously this is, from Japanese to English, so who knows what the original intention is. But I saw a tweet, and I sent in the chat, it's like, Chainsaw Man is now announced to hit its core point. And we're
It was
like,
the
what
editor,
the
right?
fuck? Yeah, I think it was the editor.
Yeah, it was
that
an
said it.
editor.
Yeah,
Now,
the
I've
editor
seen
said.
other translations, and one of them was like focal point. But that
I
doesn't
do not
really-
care.
What is
That's
that
still
mean?
weird, yeah.
Like,
Let's pull back for a second. Here's the thing. That statement is, I think that it can be weird phrasing because of the translation and whatnot, but I think the intent is pretty clear. They're saying that we're hitting the climax. We're hitting the main focal core point of like what part 2 is about.
Mhm.
That's fine as a concept. Them saying that internally is okay. Where the fuck are we as a fandom, about this series, around it, that we have to have the editor tell us, don't worry, guys, we're almost to the fucking point.
Yep.
What are we doing?
I said the exact same shit. I was just like, listen, it's
Don't
not.
worry, guys. We're about to get to something that fucking matters.
Don't worry.
Say that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking
Oh my
because you're
God.
admitting that everything that happened so far
And
doesn't
I-
fucking matter.
This
I
is
am
why
curious.
words are important. But what were you saying, Zia?
I am curious because it's like not on some like, oh my god, what do the Japanese think stuff? Because a lot of people put a lot of importance on like the Japanese community's opinions. I am just curious what they think of part 2 overall. Because I don't think I've ever seen like a tweet from them. I'm very curious what the general reception is. Because it's very mixed over here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I'd use.
That quote was with the Volume 23 release. It's just meant to hype up the volume. That's still a weird way to hype it up.
That's
Yeah.
extremely weird, yeah.
Yeah. Sailor, I watched your CSM video and I totally agree. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is why I was I was saying that words are very important, because you can look at any story and be like, yes, there are different themes and such within them. But there is one big like overarching thing that a lot of stories are trying to tell you, or a lot of stories are trying to get across. And that's fine. That's just, again, how majority of stories work. But the fact that it's just like it's like not having your finger on the pulse at all, where it's just kind of like so many people have been like, what the fuck is even going on? And now you have your editor coming out and being like, don't worry, guys, we'll get to like the reason why, like we'll get to the point soon. It's just like really bad timing.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're
It
not
isn't
taking the
something-
West into consideration, but like still they're putting it out there. We have access to it. That's fucking weird.
Something you should say. We're reaching the climax. Makes sense. That's how you hype up the next volume. Saying we're reaching the point is
Yo.
such a weird, and the fact that multiple translations call it that. Nobody is saying that like, oh, well, no, what they actually meant is we're hitting the main action beat, the climax, etc. Nobody said that. And that's weird.
Yeah.
Because that's how you hype something up. You don't say, don't worry, guys, it's about to be worth it.
We're about to, yeah, it's about to be worth it now. And now that just kind of makes me feel like the story has just been every idea that Fujimoto has had, and he's just been putting it down regardless of if it makes sense within the context of everything or not. And part of me respects that because, like, from an artistic vision, it's like, oh, that's cool because, you know, some stuff has come up and I've liked it. And, you know, I think it's interesting to just have so much, like, put all of your thoughts out there and it's so raw and stuff like that. Like, I can respect that and I can appreciate that. On the other, from a storytelling perspective, nigga, what is happening? Like, what are we doing? And that kind of goes into my feelings with this chapter. We're just gonna skip straight to the end. What the fuck is Yoru doing, dog? Like,
Thank you.
I don't
okay,
wanna...
I was literally about to say the same thing.
Yeah, like, I don't want to go as far as to say this is character assassination because it's only been one chapter. Now listen, I've said this before about a certain other series and that shit stunk, but I have faith in Fujimoto.
You could be talking about anything.
Yeah, AOT is what I'm talking about.
You could be talking about any manga.
Yeah, although I do think the fall off for AOT was much more gradual once I went back and looked at it. A majority of the damage did come in the final chapter, but I don't want to jump off the fucking porch and be like, this is character assassination, this shit is so ass, blah, 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 because it's one chapter and I want to try to keep like an open opinion because maybe this gets explained next week and I go, oh, okay, well, maybe that's actually kind of interesting. I never thought about this. But from what we know right now, this shit makes so little sense for Asa and Yoru, which is crazy. Because the big part about Asa and her feelings with Bucky and, you know, her relationship with Yoru is Yoru pointing out, hey, you did not feel bad that Bucky died or that you killed Bucky. You only felt bad because you did it in front of other people and now they won't see you as a good person anymore. And that's what's important to Asa. It's being seen as a good person, not actually being one. And this is something that encompasses so much of her character. You can even say that this is a learned behavior, like a couple chapters ago, like we mentioned on the podcast, where Asa's mom was saying, yeah, I mean, I killed your dad, but look at all this good stuff that comes from it. You get to go to school, I can get you more clothes, XYZ, all this other beneficial stuff. But at the end, she says, turned away, and also, your dad deserved it because he cheated on me. And now it's like, oh, okay. So while she does definitely care about Asa, Asa may not be the main reason why she did this, but she's more so using Asa and all of these other things regarding her as a justification for why it was okay to get back on her dad. And now you have this with Asa, where there are multiple moments in the story where she will just ignore other people for this. I mean, we've seen this as far back as The Date, where Denji's like, hey, I want to go look at the penguins. Can we do that? She's like, shut up, bitch. We got 30 more minutes of talking about sea anemone. He's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, yeah, well, shut up. You don't have to think about anything. I make things perfect. I'm going to make this date good. And it's Asa refusing to actually communicate with someone and hear what they need, and is instead is like, no, you're going to do what I tell you to because this is what's going to make me feel better about myself. And so this is such a deep-rooted issue with Asa as a character, and in the recent chapters, that's what made her sacrifice for Denji so much of a big deal, is because she's not doing it because, like, well, this is gonna make me feel better. No, she's ultimately giving up her life. She's terrified, she's scared, but she's like, no, I'm still gonna do this because it's going to help Denji. And I feel like this is the best course of action for Denji. I think this can be really good for you. I truly think that this can help you. So I want to do this. I want to help you. Like, that's a really big deal. Even if Denji was like, no, I don't want that. Like, I want to live on with you. Like, let's continue on. That's still a big deal for Asa to be like, no, I want to do something for you, not to make myself feel better. I want to do this. Like, I'm entrusting everything to you. This is for you. So to have in this chapter, I say all that to have in this chapter, as I need to charge my laptop, where Yoru, she plays chicken with the bird and she loses, and Asa asks her, hey, so like, why did you swerve? And Yoru says, well, you hate it when birds are killed. It's like, what are we doing here? Not only is it just confusing from Asa's perspective for the stuff I just mentioned, and also her having the dream about stepping on the chickens, and she's just like, well, I had to at some point, so I just did it. But also, even if Yoru did, or if Asa did, like, feel bad about birds being killed, like, if she truly felt horrible, like, oh my god, I didn't mean to kill Bucky, and she genuinely meant that, why the fuck does Yoru care? Like, why would Yoru care about any of that?
Seems like a way. I could see this moment being Yoru literally just misunderstanding Asa. Like, she doesn't get that that Asa didn't actually care about the fact that Bucky died. She cared about the fact that she is seen as a bad person, that people blamed her. I could understand that. The thing is, why does she... This is such a huge shift for Yoru to do something it's only for Asa's benefit, which has never been her MO once ever.
Yeah.
I think a big thing with Yoru as a character is the idea that their emotions are kind of mixed together. Like there's a big part of that was, for example, Asa's affection towards Denji, and how like Yoru was also experiencing that because they share a brain, stuff like that. So I get the feeling that this is like an extension of that, but this is the first time that has really like happened in a way where Yoru acted selflessly on those emotions, not in like, you know, like it always fit with the character. Yoru was always able to sort of twist these emotions that were kind of shoved onto her in like a very self-serving way. And this does feel out of nowhere. Like it's not like, this is not a consistent thing at all.
Right.
Yeah, because like it, and I understand, and again, we don't know the exact explanation or the exact reason why she did this. It certainly feels like it is setting up for a situation where she is not redeemed, but like we see that like, oh, well, she does really care about Asa, and that is like a, you know, a partial kind of character redemption for her. But the thing is that her relationship with Asa is more shallow than all of Yoru's other relationships with her sisters, with her children. Like, and she used all of them. So it's like, why is Asa the one that like, this is when she starts to care? Because that's a thing that is good about Yoru as a villain, is the fact that it's shown that she has emotions and she has connections, and she willingly uses those because that's just how evil she is. And she doesn't understand just how wrong that is. To, you know, it's her one line: children exist to be used by their parents. And even if you want to suppose that like, oh well, she's changed since then, why? What has happened to her to get her to change that? What has Asa done since that moment that would significantly change Yoru to this degree? And also, who the hell was that guy that Denji just killed?
Okay, yeah, so we are still up.
Like, well, no, I'm just saying, because I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier with the like core point thing. Ultimately, it is not like it isn't bonkers insane to be like told that. The wording is a little bit weird, but it's not like the craziest thing ever. It just highlights the fact it's poor timing for a statement like that, because we are at a moment, specifically this chapter, where it feels like we don't know what the point of anything is. We don't know what the point of the characters are. We don't know what the point of the story is. And we don't even know what the point of the goddamn fights are anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we just be doing shit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to look at it. I want to look at it. How is it shallow when they're literally the same person? You can't get a closer connection. I think that kind of speaks to what Sky is saying, though, because I do think they are closer, but like, it's not to the point where it's like Yoru has, like he was saying, Yoru also has close relationships with others, and like she uses those. So like, what is it now that's making her act this way? Like that's
it's like I don't think that we have not recently seen anything that I would think would change Yoru's feeling, or change Yoru's feelings towards Asa so dramatically.
We just saw Yoru use Asa as a fucking bargaining chip, basically. Like not a bargaining chip, but like we just saw her swap out, as leverage, like 2 chapters ago. So why is she now just like, I'm sorry, Asa, I shouldn't hurt your feelings.
It's fine when you get stabbed, but I think you don't like it when birds die.
I think part of it maybe what Zenith was saying is like where it's like those feeling, their emotions and feelings are bleeding together, or this whole confusing mess. Because that's really the only explanation I can think of that makes any fucking sense at this point. Because otherwise, it is character assassination. Like I don't know, I cannot think of another.
But even then, go ahead.
One thing I want to throw out there as a potential how this could play out is birds have been a pretty consistent like symbol in part 2, and I think most notably when we first see the War Devil, like the first time we see her is as a bird in what we can assume is a form similar to what Pochita was dealing with at the beginning of part 1. And I'm wondering if instead of like it having anything to do with Asa, maybe it's purely a Yoru thing and she's just coping.
Coping with what?
Well, like, showing weakness.
Like her explanation of this moment is not because
it's a lot. I'm thinking maybe she's just kind of coping and lying about that.
That is still weird as fuck.
I don't like that. I don't really love that as an explanation, but it's kind of the best one I can think of.
Why does she not kill Denji then? Or why does she not run over Denji? Because like that's her explanation. She's making something up because like that bird happened to fall there, and which means she already wanted to not kill Denji. So she was already going to bail on it. This was just
I'm saying that like maybe. I'm not saying she didn't want to kill Denji. I'm saying like something about like seeing the bird made her not want to kill it herself. I'm saying like she didn't want to do it.
Like she would remember like previous experiences and her being pathetic and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I don't. There's something there. Maybe it's a theory, but it's got.
I don't think so. I'm
trying to give
Well, listen.
something.
Here's the thing. I think Zenith has an idea. I think that is a solid idea as to something that could happen in part 2, where it's just like, that still doesn't make that much sense, but roll with it because themes and such. It's ideas over execution. Yeah.
It is. Well, I think specifically in terms of writing, like, it doesn't feel like a thing that would happen to me to have this moment. Okay, well, actually, hold on. I'm going to say it out loud and you tell me how likely this sounds. That would mean that this particular moment, in a meta sense, is intended to be bait to make you think that Yoru is developing more of a conscience and has more of a connection with Asa, in which case the point will be to pull the rug out from under us, the readers, in order to reveal, like, no, actually, the only reason that she did spare Denji in that moment was because she was actually sparing the bird because of character reasons, because she sees herself in it, she sees her own weakness, etc. Does that sound like just how does that sound to you? I'm not even like being like, how does that sound?
Here's the thing, Sky. Here's what I'm saying. I think that sounds fucking stupid, but I think that's just fake deep enough for Chainsaw Man Part 2. Like, that's
so stupid but plausible.
I think that I'm dead ass because I think we could see something like that. And it's like, this makes sense for like 3 different reasons, or this makes like no sense for 3 different reasons, but it's like, no, but listen, it's so a nigga on Twitter can get on and be like, no, but listen though, Sky, she saw herself in the bird, and back when she was weak and pathetic and puny and all she wanted was for someone to reach out to her, and she got that in Asa, and it was that moment of love and blah blah blah. And like, you could even tie this around to like, Makima was never able to see the world the way that Yoru was, but since she was side by side with Asa and she, you know, shared feelings with her and she had love and all this other stuff, then that's how she was able to sort of arrive at this end point and blah, blah, blah. And then niggas can tell you that it's better than it is.
I do want to bring this up because actually someone in chat did as well. I wanted to discuss this other possibility. And I don't love it either, but mentioning that the bird is maybe Death's weakened form and he spit up Death, which is supported by them using the word kill after this. And I think there's some merit to that idea, because again, you know, because you hate it when birds are killed. How does she know what killing is if Death isn't back? And also, you know, Yoru's weakened form also looking like a bird. Maybe that's just how it be with devils. And I think that's a possibility. And I think instead of like, you know, not wanting to run over the bird or Denji, it's about not wanting to run over her sister, which I think is also weird because
she was going to turn her into a sword just a handful of chapters ago.
She doesn't care about her family, or she cares about them in a very relevant way. That's why she's able to make powerful weapons out of them, but she is fine with using them.
Yeah, because in that case, then the next chapter is going to be Asa being like, oh, I can't believe you actually do care. And then Denji's like, wait a minute, I think that this is actually Death. That's probably why she didn't run it over. And then they both look at Yoru, and she's gonna be like, eto ble. Which is a gag that is so incredible. I can literally see every panel.
Oh my god, dude. Because if it is like, if this is Death, brother, oh my god, man. Because again, all I have to do is lick my finger and turn the book back like 5 chapters, and it's Yoru holding Death's head and being like, I'm transforming you into a sword. I own you now, pussy. I'm going to turn you into a weapon now. And like, now it's like, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't kill my sister.
It's like, okay, she doesn't want to run her over because she wants to turn her into a sword. All right, then she would like. But that's just so, but to the point where she wants to. I mean, she almost killed herself. Like, she's bleeding out right now.
Let me tell you something right now, chat. I'm gonna tell you something right now as we reach our core point. If this is how Yoru loses, this shit stinks. This shit is so abundantly ass. I can't believe it. This genuinely, like, I need it to not be the case, because any goodwill I will have built up going into this chapter will be deleted in seconds, because I'll go into next chapter because we have a whole extra week to sit around and be like, okay, I have calmed down. I'm going to try to go into this as fair as I can. Obviously I have issues with it, so I have some bias. I'm not going to deny that, but like, I want to see if I can like this. If I open the chapter and it's like, yep, Yoru's beaten, I hate this. I hate this so much, because this would just feel like Fujimoto being like, huh, okay, I got out everything in my system. I don't really know how they're going to beat Yoru, though, so fuck it. She just beats herself. And again, now you can have somebody tell you, no, you don't get it. It was Yoru's own hubris that beat herself in the end. It wasn't any other character or whatever the fuck. And it's like, Oh my god, man. Like it's just so like no matter I'm trying to look at it and it's like no matter which way I look at it, it's just like this still doesn't make sense for X reason or Y reason. But what were you saying, Zenith? I'm sorry.
And I think, like, you know, getting into all these intricacies of character and theme and all that stuff. If Yoru is beaten this way, what was gained in that process? Because this fight started on this concept of overcoming the War Devil and Denji achieving this balance between himself and Pochita and this intention of creating a world how he wants to. And, like, as far as I can tell, none of that stuff is going anywhere. Denji, neither of these things about Denji have really, like, mattered in a sense of, like, his progression throughout this fight, or, like, how his goals affect his character, because he doesn't even know the devils he's, like, eating. He's not making a world, he's just fucking with it randomly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Denji Man would literally be worthless if yours defeated as such. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, all of, like, what is this? It's a bunch of pieces, and they just, right now at least, maybe it will. Maybe Fujimoto's gonna pull some crazy shit. Right now, they don't fit together. It's just a bunch of stuff happening.
Yeah.
And
that's the frustrating part, amongst other things, where it's just like, okay, so like, if Yoru literally just beat herself, why was Denji like here? Because why did we speed through so much of Denji's character arc to just be like, well, Yoru just beats herself?
If the point is that war is a self-defeating process that's always going to end in its perpetrator's own destruction, then okay, that I do believe that
I think there's something there. That's cool.
I think that there's something there, but the problem is that that is incompatible with this revelation that Yoru just wrecked herself because she didn't want to make Asa sad. Those two things cannot coexist.
Yep.
Because how Yoru has been portrayed so far has been really fucking good in terms of just as a metaphor for war. The weaponization of people, the dehumanization that comes with it, the sort of toxic relationship it has with the people it uses.
It's perfect.
It genuinely, so much of it has been so thematically rich, and it's been consistently tied well to the story that's happening. So the defeat needs to be that good, and it needs to hopefully tie in with the arcs of the other characters, especially when the main character is Denji, who has been continuously dehumanized and used as a weapon. He has been a victim of war, as well as a lot of other characters. And it's one of those things, if this is the way that she's beaten, it's thematically relevant, but it's not tying super well to the characters that are also thematically relevant to that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that, like, this is such a huge point about the other hybrids, and they have not really been as relevant as I thought they were going to be. Like,
you guys remember?
The other hybrids were here, and that fits so well with Yoru as the main villain, as, like, the people that are weaponized, the people that are used as tools of war. And I'm not saying, oh, they should have won by having all of the weapon hybrids team up and fight. Like, no. But they should be narratively relevant. Because the weapon hybrids, Denji included, are what this entire story is about.
Yeah, some of them should have been there outside of Sugo. Because it was, Sugo has a line where he's just like, the weapons walk with the Chainsaw Church, the Chainsaw Man Church. like all the way back then when he first meets Denji. So it's like, oh, it would have been interesting to be like, oh, well, some weapons they'll walk with Yoru, other weapons they'll walk with like Denji and Death, and like where do they stand in this whole thing? But no, that is just kind of it. Yeah, I think that's, I will say it until the story is over or it proves me otherwise. I think that's how you can really sum up a lot of Chainsaw Man Part 2, where it's like, in a vacuum, this makes sense. But when you take a step back and you look at the entirety of Part 2, it's like, wait, what the fuck are we doing? And yep. I think a lot of people are way too eager to sacrifice quality at the altar of moments, or at the altar of themes and such, or at the altar of realism. Because the second you critique Chainsaw Man and you point out like, hey, this doesn't really feel right, or hell, it doesn't even have to be like super deep or analytical. Like, you could read a chapter and just be like, hey, this feels kind of weird. Like, this, I don't know if I like this. And so many people will jump to the defense and be like, no, it's realistic, or like, no, can't you see in this moment, this is why it makes sense. And then you look at other parts of the story like, wait a minute, no, but this doesn't like really match up with that. But it doesn't matter, because like thematically in this moment, it makes sense. And if you ignore everything else, if you turn your brain off, that's the type of story Chainsaw Man is right now. If you ignore everything else, it's the thing where it's like, you ask your friend, like, do you like this series? Yeah, it's a cute little thing I can turn my brain off to. And that's what it is. But it's also surrounded by a lot of people who are just talking like, no, this is one of the deepest stories that anyone has ever read. You guys just don't understand it. You guys just don't get it. It's your fault. People will, like, they'll look at your criticisms for Denji or Yoru or Asa, and they'll be like, no, it's your fault. You're not taking the characters seriously enough the same week that Denji ogles at panties for 8 panels in a row. And it's like, all right, you know, like, all right, I guess. So, hey, I will listen. If we're reaching our core point, if we're getting towards the ending, I truly hope that you niggas like it. I do. I don't even mean that in a pretentious way, because I will be back and I will swing around and I'll be like, hey, man, if anybody's feelings change on this, because there are some people, I think I've mentioned it before. There are some people who make me feel like I've never read Chainsaw Man, like the shit that they pull out. And it's just weird. They're like, well, obviously there's a second fake Saw Man out there. Where the fuck did you get that? Well, obviously there's like another fake Saw.
Read the series.
Yeah, obviously. They'll be like, Yoru's not even the final villain. And I'm like, all right.
The second fake Saw Man thing is so funny because, like, yeah, there is evidence. There just is evidence for that, because it's so weird how, like, just the behavior of fake Saw Man is extremely inconsistent. But also, that could just be bad writing.
Yep.
Like,
yep. And that kind of goes into.
I think we gotta call a spade.
That kind of goes into my finale here, which is, if Chainsaw Man Part 2 ends and you are disappointed by it, I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to tell you I told you so. What I'm going to tell you is that you got to stop letting these niggas play in your face. You got to stop, bro. I understand. Because Fujimoto, even after all this shit, he's still one of my goats. I get it. You want to give him grace. You want to give him leniency. I understand it. It's not like I'm just like, you guys are dumb as fuck. Like, I get it. No, I'm biased. I mean, how many weeks of this podcast will I get up here and be like, man, Rhodes the GOAT, and he's just like on page for 2 seconds? Like, I get it. I understand.
Dude, but Chainsaw Man is so fucking. This is making Sailor have a revelation.
No, like real shit. Like, everything aside for a second. I'm not going to get up here and laugh at you and be like, ha ha, you're dumb as fuck. I'm simply going to say, I'm sorry. You got to stop letting these niggas play in your face. When you see some bullshit, it's okay to be like, this is kind of stinky, man. Or you don't even have to say that. You could just be like, I don't know if I really like this. That's okay. You can still like something and critique it. You can still like something and be like, I don't know if I'm really feeling this right now. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it, man. That's all I want people to understand at the end of the day. But hey, if you like it, that's great. I'm happy for you. But if you don't, my only advice is just stop letting these niggas play in your face. But anyway, shout out to Weary Exile saying, can we replace Mid-Saw Pace with Chain Soldier? No, man. No, I'm sorry. We're going to
about to
that
be
one.
The first ever section of the podcast with one person talking about it. Sailor's just going to talk to himself. Rest of us are all going to fucking mute or leave and get lunch.
Nobody else reads it. It's just big me, man. And even then,
not
I'm a
even
couple
me,
chapters behind.
Not even me, which is crazy.
Yeah. I think I missed another
no
donation. Let me see, though. Let me make sure I didn't miss it. Joseph Johnson saying, all right, Fujimoto, I'm listening. Shouts out to you as well. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yeah. Let me see a little bit. You know, I'm not going to read all the comments because we were chatting about Chainsaw Man for a little bit, but see the more recent ones. How is part 2 longer than part 1? CSM is ruining its own legacy. I'll come on for Chain Soldier for real. True. I'll just reverse summon Sage here. Yeah, Fujimoto is great at themes, but he either needs to, my mouse is covering, sorry, needs to stick to one shots, or he needs a really good editor to rein him in. Yeah, I don't know. Because usually I don't like doing the whole it's the editor's fault, because I think a lot of niggas do that when they want to baby authors, and they'll be like, no, you don't get it, man. The editor told him blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I just don't care to get into those conversations. I just want to talk about the story we got, because that other shit doesn't concern me. I'll be real. I don't care. I don't care if it was the editor or the author. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to talk about the shit that we got. But it does kind of feel like Fujimoto has just kind of been writing shit. And like I said, he's just been writing shit, and nobody has really checked him on it. I mean, like, I don't want to say check because that makes it sound like more aggressive, but like, he made Graduation though. Yeah.
No, he didn't. They're still in high school. God damn it.
Yeah, I think a lot of part 2 has just been very rough ideas. And again, I can respect it. But from a storytelling perspective, it's like, all right, bro, we gotta bring this shit back in.
There is a kind of, I think, implicit understanding that obviously we don't know these people. We use their names and we refer to like the mangaka as the single like soul driving creative force, because that is what's easiest. You know, we're not going to say like, man, what I can't stand about the authors and editors and assistants behind Chainsaw Man. I'm not going to say that every time, but there's an understanding that it's not just one person. However, at the same time, when you see a Fujimotoism, you see a Fujimotoism.
Yeah.
Like, there's not, when some of this stuff, and that's good and bad. When Yoru says nuke punch, I'm like, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
There's no chance that an editor was like, this needs to be a bit more zippy. What if she says nuke punch? Like, no. He did that. The editor said, please no. And Fujimoto says it's already been in print for 1 week.
It's already out. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't read Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
Them's the breaks of Chainsaw Man. But oh well. We'll see y'all when we get to the core point in a week or two.
Jump off a bridge, dude.
I think I'm good to move on.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
God, I feel so tired and defeated right now. I wonder what series could we possibly talk about next that would revive my hope and faith in humanity and art.
about a little bit of Kagurabachi Chapter 111? Fellas,
yeah, chapter really renews my sense of hope.
Think, not in their situation, in art.
yeah, I'm like, you know, this in art, this shit is pretty gas. I ain't gonna lie, this shit pretty
you
good.
can look. All you got to do is look at the chapter number. It's got 3 ones in it, and yet not a single bad one, folks. In 111.
Bro, yeah, you know, like from a story standpoint, I was like, oh no, but you know, I was, you know, from an art perspective, I was like Booker T and NXT, man. I was like, oh yeah, I was fucking going crazy, man. Oh my god. I turned the page, it was like Stephanie Vaquer doing the Devil's Kiss. I was like, it's just nothing but bangers, man. I was very happy. Yeah, no, this chapter fucked, dude. I don't know what else to say. This chapter is awesome.
Bangs.
Well, except for that part where our boy got cooked.
Nah, that cooks too.
We're getting there.
That's what was cooking, man. That's what was cooking. I love the opening of this chapter so much because every single time I open a chapter, I'm like, ooh, what's the title of this one? Or I shouldn't say every time, but like I open up a chapter and I look around like, oh, what's the title? How does this play into it? Oh, this could be pretty cool. And I'm reading through, and you know, Samura, he's like, oh, I was afraid of the severed flesh. It was never ending. It was really dampering my spirit. I was like, oh yeah, that is true. You know, that makes sense. And that's even something that's passed down to Iori, where Iori, she closes her eyes and she's like, I don't want to deal with all the blood and stuff. I just, you know, I'm more in the zone when my eyes are closed. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, cute little thing she picked up from her dad. Cool. What's the chapter title? I turn the page. God damn. God damn. Holy shit, bro. What a cool thing. Having this entire thing set up where you have, I mean, this has been such a long lasting thing for Samura as a character, where it's just like, you know, it's been kind of in the background because of Samura's other failings as a character. But Samura just being like, man, I don't want to see all the bloodshed. You know, you see so many people die, it gets fucked up, man. And then you turn the page and it's just Soga. He's like, hey, what's going on with you, big dog? In a room full of slaughtered enemies. What's going on with you, big man? Tight shit. But even he, you know, he's not like super happy about it or anything. He's still putting on his duties, putting on his best face, which is very surprising. I never would have expected this when it came to Soga. I thought very much he was no nonsense. Are you fucking with the people of Japan? All right, you gotta die, bucko. So seeing him like shake, like seeing his blade shake a little bit, it wasn't what I was expecting. It was a nice little bit of characterization. I feel so bad for the family in there, not only just because they were captured, but, you know, Soga is just like, hey, you guys can go home now. And they run out of there and they got to like fucking hop, skip and jump over corpses in order to get past. It's like, ooh, that can't be good. Ugh. But yeah, he's just like, hey, Samura, he senses a kinship. He's just like, hey man, I get it. This shit sucks. You know, it's not fun, but Soga's like, hey, yeah, you know, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but that's why we wield katana. That's why we have to do this, so we can protect the weak. And I'm just, at the end, before I get into it, him saying, above all of this, or beyond all of this, I'm convinced there's a peaceful world. Man, first off, it's weird as fuck seeing all the hope in this nigga's eyes, and now you just see it like all dark and evil. I shouldn't even say hope, because he still looks like tired and stuff, but it's weird seeing him with like regular eyes, and he's just like, yeah, you know, it's pretty bad, but I think there's hope out there. And then you turn the page and it's like the most evil motherfucker ever. It's like, oh, true. But when you have this moment with Soga where he's once again saying excuse me, he's reaffirming his beliefs, and they're the beliefs of Kunishige, where he's saying, hey, we wield these swords precisely to purge all evil and protect the weak. This is something that he's repeated over and over and over again. And I think it's so cool because obviously Chihiro said this shit all the way back in like chapter 1 and he's kept repeating it. And you know, when he said it to Sojo was like, man, that shit sucks, bro. But it's really cool because not only does Chihiro say it, not only does Soga say it, but Samura also said it, where he was like, hey, I have to do this. I have to expunge all the evil. And I think it's so cool to see the differing perspectives of the same quote and like all of the differing perspectives of the same person in Kunishige, and how that all how that all makes up the legend that is Kunishige, all of these different realities and stuff. And this just, I just want to say, I say all of this to say, the first arc of Kagurabachi is so fucking good. It's so fucking good. Because like, not only are the characters gas, okay? Not only is it amazing, but it perfectly sets the stage for everything in Kagurabachi, where you have Chihiro, he walks in, he's like, no, bitch, I'm right. I was there with my dad every single day. You weren't with us in the gym putting up shots, okay? We were up there fucking 2 a.m. to 2 p.m. We took a 15-minute break. We went right back to the grind till 10 p.m. We were fucking working, man. Where were you when I was taking care of the goldfish? And Sojo's like, one of those seems a bit more intensive than the other. He's like, that's not what that's supposed to mean. Shut the fuck up. You weren't in the gym with my dad like that. So it's really cool to have that perspective for Chihiro and have that change. And in that arc where he learns, like Sojo tells him, you're not the only one who can represent Kunishige. Like, you're not special. But in the same sense, him realizing that he's not special and that anybody can speak for him, it also reaffirms Chihiro's stance on things and why he's justified for doing the things that he does. And it helps push him forward and beyond Sojo. And how that momentum has continued throughout the story, where you have other people using the swords for different reasons, but now you circle back to really big players like a Samura, like a Soga, be like, hey, no, we have the same beliefs as Chihiro, but both of them were too extreme. And now you have Chihiro, where it's like, these guys could have been allies, and in Samura's case, he was, which was great. But now you're competing up against Soga and his hyper extreme ideology on everything. And it just makes me so interested to see how that's going to play out, and just to go back to the first fucking arc and be like, wow, this sort of conflict is like set up as early as like chapter fucking 12, chapter some 18, I think is when they have their fight. Somewhere in there, it's like, damn, dude, this story is so fucking good. But I will rant about the first arc anytime I can. Back to this chapter, because my God, these niggas were going crazy. What were you saying?
I said,
I thought you were about to load up into something else. Where
we're about to load up on something.
God damn, man. Where you have Samura being like, hey man, he's just getting started. And we'll get back to that line because it replays throughout the chapter, and another incredible moment, oh my God. Where you have Samura being like, okay, this is the best opportunity for me to cut this guy down. And at this point, I put my phone down, I closed my eyes, and I smiled. I was like, it's over. It's done. Because the last time, if you remember a couple chapters ago, Samura was like, okay, this is the best time for me to fight this guy, where there's an interim in the middle of his big attacks. I can beat him in this environment. He did not beat him in that environment. So now I just flash back to that.
Samura losing.
Yeah. So I was just like, well, it's about to be filthy. And meanwhile, you know, you have him being like, I am giving up my life. Like, he's going so fucking crazy. He's sacrificing his entire body. He's melting away at this point. Like, his body is turning into ash. Samura is giving up his life to land this one decisive blow. And then you cut to Soga's perspective, and he's just like, I don't have to do anything. He could just die. Oh my god. Like, oh my fucking god.
Oh my goodness.
Like, oh my god. Dude, there is something about Kagurabachi and how they use, like, the narration and the art and the paneling for Soga specifically. I think we mentioned it on the podcast. It's like Hokuzoto just takes all of the honey and just fucking puts it onto the Sword Saint. Like, it's fucking insane. The fact that yeah, like the fact that you have this guy like, I am doing everything I can. I'm going all out. This is all I can do to try to kill him. And Soga is literally just staring at him. He's just like, I don't have to do a goddamn thing and he's gonna die. Like, that made me feel so hopeless, but it made me feel even more fucked up where he was like, I don't have to do anything. But nigga, what them hands looking like? Oh my god!
No, I absolutely want to speak on that moment because that is actually really fucking cool characterization for Soga. And it's like, because so like we were saying earlier, it's like you were considering that Soga was just like this cold calculating machine. It's like if he sees that this guy is dying and without him having to do anything, he could just not do anything. And he could have just he dodged all of his attacks and just let him die as is, because that would have been the most efficient thing to do. But no, because at the end of the day, this man is still a friend of his, or at least a former friend, a former comrade, someone he fought back to back with, and then he wants to give that proper respect. So, which again calls back again to the fact like he is not insane. He is still within his right mind. And then he is, in fact, there are still parts of that man that Samura was friends with is still in there. Or he's giving in due respect to that. Like, that is so fucking cool.
Yeah. Like, the fact that he still even calls him Mr. Samura. Like, he still has that level of respect for him. So the fact that, like, he has this moment is like, I don't have to do anything. But shit, he's a warrior. Shit, I'll send you off then, my friend. That shit was so fucking cool, man.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
It's such an interesting thing for him because he is so acknowledging of like his difference of opinion with everyone and how that basically just puts him on opposite sides, and he doesn't disrespect anyone for disagreeing with him. And there's something honorable about that, but it's also incredibly toxic as well. Like, he's like that family member that disagrees with you on politics about like human rights shit, and he's like, I agree to disagree.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember this, Zenith, but he's an uncle. That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah, Chihiro did the same thing for Tenri. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
That very good point, yeah. And it's that attitude of his that is just so cold and understanding. It's rational in its extremes, I guess, is the best way to put it. He is uncompromising of his own perspective, but will still honor others. And also, he's just an honorable sword fighter, you know? He will he believes in those traditions. I mean, it's why he immediately packed up the suit and got into the more traditional outfit.
Yeah.
Just overall great characterization. I loved that. Fucking
Absolutely.
Great moment. My god. Then you see the swords, they get sheathed. It just sends everything flying, and they draw. It melts. And that page, man.
Because
there's like everything it's literally a heat haze. Everything is like in this haze. And you can only just barely make out their forms. Like, oh my god, that is so cool.
True.
I was lying in bed, somewhat dazed, having just woken up reading the chapter, and I get to that double page spread, and I verbally went, oh!
Right?
Dude, like my body had a reaction.
I read the chapter, just geeked out of my mind reading that, and I went to the podcast chat. I'm like, these motherfuckers are talking about Modulo? That was a good chapter, but like, come on,
practice. Yeah, nah, man. That shit was so gas. That shit is so gas. It's just like, man, when you turn the page and it's just like, all right, I know how the battle turned out, but how it turned out, and then you look behind Samura and it's just like a river of blood. I was like, oh.
And then you turn the page again.
Yeah, it's like, no! No, bro. He is turbo fucking dead, dude. Oh my god.
I will say, he did better than I expected. I did not think he was gonna get so good. I did not think he was gonna bleed.
I will say, I do think, because it says right here. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Oh, but with our powers currently canceling each other out, the Swordmaster's body is defenseless. Any wound he sustains will not heal.
Yes, I think that's
this is going to matter. Like, this is going to be the scar he carries from this fight. And that scar might even be how he loses. Like, it'll be like a weak point or something.
Yeah, I think at the very least, it's the explanation of why he isn't going to immediately kill everyone.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah,
he
absolutely.
is very seriously injured. I like the panel where he's just like, Mr. Shiba, you work quickly. And it's like, yeah, that's all he does.
Bro, that's all he can do, man. Like,
I also, oh my god, dude, the feather taking the sword to Yori, dude.
Dude, I could not, because that holds so much fucking weight. Oh my god, I couldn't, but I never in my life would have predicted it, because I've seen a few people say it. I was like, I don't know, that feels like kind of fan fiction. But like, the fact that in a chapter I could be like, I don't know how I feel about it, to, oh my god, this is so precious. Like, that is so much, that means so much for both of them. Oh my god, man. Dude.
Ultimately entrusting her with it. This is his showing that he does fully trust in the next generation to figure things out.
Yeah, man. Trust her with that. Gives her something to protect herself with it. Oh my god.
And it's a good balance too, because like, you know, it's not just offloading everything to the next generation. He did fight. He put his life on the line, but he's also showing that trust. And especially with the chapter ending and, you know, Soga going like, "Oh, I'm gonna tie up some loose ends with the enchanted blades." So he's probably gonna try to kill the other wielders.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Probably.
And this does put her directly into that line of fire, so that is showing that trust. And you know, I'm expecting there to be some mixed opinions on that. Like, damn, he really did that to his daughter. But
she doesn't have to use it if
she doesn't have to pick it up. Yeah, this is a choice that she can make.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest part about
exactly
it.
The choice that he took away from her before.
Exactly. I was just about to say that. He actually gives her the choice, like, because she made that whole thing where it's like, I'm gonna be strong as you, I'm gonna protect you, like I'm gonna stand on the same battlefield as you. Now she can actually make a choice rather than Samura being like, yeah, no. How about that? And I think that means so much. Like, whether or not she does take it up, I think she ultimately does. But like, even if she doesn't,
for sure.
The fact that he even gave her the choice, that means so much. Like, god damn, bro. That shit is so fucking good.
Which brings me on to this. Is like, okay, so did anyone else see that link into the Twitter thread that Sage posted about there still being hope?
They're wrong. That's literally, they're literally wrong, Silver. They literally just misunderstood the moment.
Yeah, okay, I figured it. Yeah, I just wanted to ask.
The feather flying is him sending Tobimune to Iori. Like, that's, and then it plants itself in the ground before her. Like, that he's dead. He's so dead. He was ahead, dude. He was just ahead.
Yeah.
He was a head and a shoulder.
I figured as much. I just wanted to confirm.
Nigga got turned into a dandruff product. Yeah, no. I just think that is such a great way to wrap up both characters' stories. In this arc anyway. God damn, bro. God damn. I was stuck on that page for a minute.
I do really like that thread because the last photo in it is like, I'm sorry, Ori, it's going to have to wait a bit, and they just have the ash circled in red with ash written over it.
Yeah.
And then they have a why wait with the question mark, and it's like, because he's dead.
Because he's dead, man. It's over.
That guy is turbo murdered.
You're gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to spend a lot of sword magic to recover from this one. Like, no, dog.
No, he's fucking done, bro. I'm sorry.
He's going to be reborn. He already has been. It's his daughter.
Yeah.
He is his spirit reborn.
It's over, man. It's over.
Now, going forward, we do have... I mean, this is just the game-changing arc. We have, Soga, he is now in charge of the Kaminabi. So a lot of the forces that we have...
Dude, he took control of that shit like Lelouch.
The forces that we have so far had on our side are now going to actively be hunting down just our main cast. And I think we also just have our overall main cast pretty much confirmed, because it's everyone that Shiba rescues, basically. Mm-hmm. So, we have Hakari, of course. We have Chihiro, naturally, because he's the main character. I imagine Hiyuki is going to be a part of this, because obviously, why not?
Yeah, she's defending one of the other sword bearers right now, so they definitely got to get to her at some point.
Uruha, I think, is just duh.
Yeah, he was included in that spread of people who could land a strike against Soga. Or that panel, not spread. Natsuki.
There's two other characters I just can't, for the life of me remember.
It's Natsuki and Kiri, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then also, who's the dude, he was the member of the anti-cloud
Yeah, the guy with the iron sand.
Ikuto, I believe. Ikuto,
yeah. Yes, Ikuto, I think that's especially an interesting character, because I don't know if he'll have...
Azumi was the other one.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Our soul
don't forget my goat now. Don't forget my goat.
I don't know why I can't remember his name. That was sad.
God, thank God for Char. I can cope on anyone being alive except for Samura right now.
Well, no, he was getting healed by the flames earlier too, so he should be.
That's
okay.
True.
Yeah.
You know what? Thanks, Samura.
Thanks, Nintendo.
That was worth at least 4 years of child support.
Yeah. There's also Ichiki, the old man with the glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's gonna do much, but he can probably lead.
There are a few other characters that are a bit more up in the air about whether or not they'll join. I mean, just because we've met a character and they have fought with the main characters doesn't necessarily mean they'll continue to fight with the main characters. They might, keep their loyalty to the Kaminabi and its overall mission statement of keeping the general populace safe. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who will be overjoyed that the Kaminabi has now just gained a sudden boost in effectiveness to do so. They are objectively going to be better at fulfilling what they join the Kaminabi to fulfill.
I was going to say, Yatsuru, yeah, I think it'll depend, honestly. I think she'll probably link up with us, though. But I was going to say, it's going to be interesting to see Hiyuki's reaction to this, because while I do think she is just going to join up with us, she was, back in her... Yeah. In her introduction, she was saying, hey, these weapons are hella dangerous. They should be governed by the state and used to protect people. And now you have Soga being like, hey, I'm here. Let's protect all the Japanese citizens. And And then Hiyuki was saying like, hey, you know, like we should be using these. Like you cannot have these swords. They need to be under Kamunabi protection. If you're really a good person, you should give us the sword. So then that way we can make proper and rational decisions with them. We can use them to protect everybody. We can't use them to be self-serving. Just hand over the blades. Put the fucking Shinuchi in the bag, basically. So it'll be interesting because, like, even if she just does join up with us, even at the end of it, she could be like, hey, you know, Kasen, the guy who was betrayed, the guy who's like punched up against the wall, he was like, what is happening? Like he doesn't know what the fuck happened after he got socked out by Azumi. He was just like, Hiyuki could be like, hey, you know, that guy was wrong, but like he wasn't that wrong, you know? Like we do kind of need, because Hiyuki, she was very much against the whole Rakuzaichi. And when Ichiki was like, hey, yeah, we're just going to support the Rakuzaichi by buying the Shinuchi instead of stopping it, she was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, we need to end this now. And now that you have Kasen being like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had the power that made people respect us so stuff like that never existed? Mm-hmm. Now you got it. Like, I don't know.
See being just like an enemy from this point on. That would be interesting.
That could be interesting.
I saw someone mention this earlier, is, you know, there's also the reforging of N10. And we mentioned this a couple weeks ago that maybe it'll be reforged using the blade for Cloud Gouger. And specifically what they mentioned was the koi fish that thus evolving into dragons, which would be really cool.
Oh, that would be sick to see. I would love that.
Damn.
So I'm not saying that's a guarantee. I mean, either way, N10 is going to have to be reforged, so we'll see how that goes. It's just this is the point of change for this story. Everything going forward is going to be different, which is like this was Kagurabachi's like Marineford type arc.
Yeah,
shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. This whole thing, like, this literally flipped the story on its head. It's fucking insane, man. This arc is so good. Yuki, sorry, Chihiro. I believe in genocide. Sorry, bro. But that's just how it's got to go. Kagurabachi Shibuya event. Yeah, for sure.
Straight up, that's like another good comparison.
Yeah. Goldfish into carp, into koi, into dragons.
I, too, played Yakuza.
I too was expecting more out of Kaido's backstory. I have some duct tape. I'll put Samura back myself. Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you, bro. Good looking out.
Yeah, looking out. I mean, this is the end of the arc too. Like, this is last chapter of the arc. We're done.
Can we also talk about, I'll answer your question in a second, by the way, Rainy, I see it. But in my opinion, the coolest part of the chapter, because the Yori stuff, I was like, oh my God. But this is like the coolest part of the chapter, where it's Soga thinking back and he just sees Chihiro on the floor and he's staring daggers through him. And he's like, I should have turbo murdered that dude. Dude, that shit, like the fact that he ended their encounter, he was like, see, Samura, you bet on a bitch. This guy sucks. Everything that he did, why do you even believe in him? Everything that went into this, it was a dud. It's dulled his sword. He's weak. After all that stuff, and now he's finally taking into consideration what Samura said, like, hey man, this kid's just getting started. And he sees him, like, even on the brink of despair, he's burning this into his mind for the next time. He's just like, shit, man. That kid might be a demon, bro. I don't know. Maybe I should have killed him. Yo, that's so fucking cool, bro. Oh my God. Whew. Upscale of hell, I ain't gonna lie. That shit's fire. But yeah, I should have went for the head. Exactly. Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. But yeah, great chapter, dude. So much shit could come from this. I loved it. Kagurabachi's very good. Chapter's timing is perfect with what happened in Japanese politics today. I didn't see what happened, but I would not be surprised at all.
They had an election recently. I know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was today.
Okay.
or not.
Yeah, I've been hearing that it's getting more and more.
I can't believe it. Soga's been elected as the prime minister. Fuck.
Wow. Yeah.
Like Persona 5 all over again.
Shit. Everything goes back to Persona 5. Kagurabachi X Persona 5 collab loading.
I don't know if you know this, but it's been long stated that every time, I'm pretty sure every time Persona 5 collabs with a gacha game, it dies a year later.
Well, it's a good thing Kagurabachi doesn't have a gacha game.
True.
For
You're right.
now.
We better hope it. We better hope it never does.
True. But yeah, I've been hearing it's been getting a lot more right leaning over in Japan, which does not surprise me at all. So, you know. But yeah, great chapter of Kagurabachi. I like how Kazan is still stuck to the wall like graffiti after oh god, the chat moved so fast I just lost it. He was stuck to the wall like graffiti after you called that Whopper from Azumi. Absolutely.
I like it a lot because he's, again, yeah, it's like in Raging Blast 2 when you get like plowed into a wall and you're just stuck there for a minute.
Yeah.
And Soga's like, hey, I'm the boss now. He's like, what? What's happening? Yeah, that's how I'd react too if I had to peel myself out of the building.
Where am I? Overwatch 2 died to the Persona 5 curse too. Yeah, but that was like a good thing though. So like really, that's
true.
based.
Now Overwatch is really the Samura of hero shooters. I don't know how it survived while he didn't. What the hell?
God damn. Can't wait for
in
Iori.
the way that
Okay.
it's technically like one game, but for some reason there's two of them.
Yeah.
I think it's 3 now, technically.
God. Can't wait for Iori versus Hirohiko. He called her Samura's weakness. He has a receipt coming. No, he cannot lose again. Fuck off. No, he will not lose again. He will not. I deny this. I deny this greatly.
I've got bad news for you, bud.
No!
I think y'all want to move on? We got another good chapter to talk about.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True. Okay. Maria level 3, true. We have Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 21. Fellas, how'd you feel about this one?
It was a good chapter, but yeah, no, it was a good chapter. Although, like I was saying earlier this morning, I just think it may have been a little too fast paced for my taste. But otherwise, the content was...
it does skip through a lot of things, so yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty solid. I guess it's just because I didn't mind like the stuff that it skipped. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the end of the fight catching me off guard with Tsurugi. That was really good. I thought that was a really great way to tie together Maki's character into the story. That's awesome. Like, that's so fucking good. Because when, like, I opened up the chapter, I love my tribal chief. I love Maki. So, seeing her still thinking about, like, hey, maybe somebody else could have did it. Maybe it didn't have to be me. And, like, her actually crying about it. Like, oh my God, that shit broke my heart, man. God damn. Really great
I think
moment
it's
for
really
her.
good because it's like for Maki, because so much of Modulo is about the way that kids have to inherit the burdens that adults pass down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's interesting that in this, I really like the fact that in this moment, this is specifically something that Maki is trying not to pass down. Like, this is a regret that she doesn't want Tsurugi to inherit or to, have his own version of.
Exactly.
Even though it means opening up about what is truly the greatest pain in her life.
Yeah. I think that's what makes her so strong. Like, that's what makes her so great, man. The fact that she is willing to lead Tsurugi And she is willing to open up to him, and she's not like these other niggas and be like, bro, Yuji, we suck, bro, fuck, please. And is instead, you know, she's telling her own weakness, you know, not picking on the weakness of others, but she's like, hey, this is like you said, this is the worst trauma that I've ever experienced in my life, and I still think about it, and I have regrets about it, and I still beat myself up about it, and I wonder if maybe somebody else could have done something and not me. And that's what makes it so sad, is that fucking nobody would have done anything. Like, it's so heartbreaking. It's so fucking sad to just hear her beat herself up constantly over what has happened with her and Mai. Like, it's so sweet, but it's so heartbreaking. This is so good. This is so fucking good for Maki, and how they tie this together into the into the present day with Tsurugi and him being like, I felt like if I finished this fight, I would have lost something that I didn't really want to give up. And that is, it goes into what you were saying, where it's like, hey, if you give something up, you gain power. That's how the fucking Jujutsu system works. That's, you know, heavenly restriction, that's binding vows, all that bullshit. The fact that you have Maki being like, hey man, you know, that's cool, you gain power through loss, but make sure you don't give up so much that like you have regrets about stuff, and how that affects him now. Great moment. And how that affects Maru, where Maru like has a breakdown, because Maru is very much like, no, I'm a warrior, I need to do this, I'm fighting to protect my people. And having this moment where Tsurugi could have easily just fucking murdered him, and now you have him giving up this fight. I don't think Tsurugi is dead, but him just giving up and being like, hey, I don't know what's really going on either, I'm just, you know, saying how I feel, I'm following through. And now that younger generation isn't making the same mistakes, and how that affects Maru, and like him breaking down and crying about all of this, and be like, what the fuck, like, what do I do? Like, this situation is so complicated, there's so much stuff going on here, I don't, like, how do I handle this? And him like just crying out for anybody to like help him. I thought that was really good. Like, that was really great characterization for everybody involved, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, because ultimately this fight it's a fight that neither of them wanted to take part in, because both of them were giving up something really important to them. And I also like this moment, because for Maru, we see that it is in trying to accept his responsibility as a warrior and really focus on that. He's giving up the part of himself that wants to understand, that wants everybody to be treated fairly and rightly.
That wants harmony.
Yeah. And that, like, for him to break down and have that crisis over the fact that in the current situation, that just doesn't seem possible. And I really love like one of his last lines, where he's like, if the people who were there from the start are the ones who are always right, then what about Earth? What about space? Who do they belong to?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a fundamental question that is at the core of conflict, period, that he just can't grapple with. But grappling with that is the desire to grapple with that, to understand and to find a better way for everyone, is what he's always wanted to do. He's only able to accept that again now that Tsurugi has sacrificed himself. I also really like seeing Rika show up.
Yeah,
I was not expecting her.
Yeah, no. Well, I think it's it goes back to the things that kids inherit from their parents and from the people before them, because Tsurugi inherited that understanding that came from Maki's pain. And right now, I'm sure that what happened is that Rika is going to save, or did save, Tsurugi in some part. And in that way, it's him also inheriting the kindness and love that came from Yuta.
Yeah, it's him accepting his weakness.
Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it's just like what my favorite YouTuber, Sailor Space Clout, talked about in his JJK Modulo review, where he mentioned how the ring represents different things to everybody. And now to Tsurugi, it can represent the love being passed down that it once represented to Yuka. Mm-hmm. They're finally on the same page.
Mm-hmm. I think another thing too is, with the inclusion of Rika there, a big part of Volume 0, right, is that one of the greatest curses is love. That sort of feeling for other people is one of the things that in the end kind of curses us. And a big part of this conflict, especially with, Maru and Tsurugi, is they did become very close. They're friends. They don't want to hurt each other. And this conflict would be so much easier if they just didn't care about each other. If they could just fight to the death and disregard everything else, but it's just not that simple. They do want to be fair. They want everyone to be able to get along and work out, but things just aren't working out that way because of the actions of other people. I think there's a part of that being represented here about that sort of just the curse of not being able to disregard all that. And that's really, that contradiction is the core of the tragedy. This really could have worked out. Like, everything could have worked out. Like, yeah, everything with the cursed spirits and the Callians, that sucks. They could have come to some kind of compromise, some kind of agreement. But
if it wasn't for that one motherfucking guy.
That one fucking guy.
Yakumaru, you bitch! Yeah.
Let's take another arm.
And all of this is, running alongside Dabura and Maharaga, which is a fight all about adaptation.
Yes, sir.
No, it's a fight all about cheating. The strongest fucking cheater in history versus the strongest cheater of today, dude. What the fuck? It's God like this, isn't it? Other world between darkness and light, reverse transcendence. Hocus pocus, biggity bobbity boo.
Bro, that nigga Maharaga was tweaking, bro. His wheels started spinning like a Beyblade, bro. I was like, holy shit. Oh my God.
I'd be tweaking too if I had to fight this guy.
Yeah.
He is making the exact same face that he always does, and yet I know that he's sweating.
Oh my God. He's like, oh shit. Because, like, I was expecting, like, some kind of build up, like, oh, I'm going to use, like, my dark attack. He's like, I think I will use domain expansion. Gulp.
No one even mentioned in the idea of a domain around this guy, did they? Because, like, otherwise,
he
the
just
fuck
thought
did he come
of,
up with
like,
this shit?
He just knows about barriers and is like, well, maybe I can put a curse technique on my barrier.
Oh my God!
And he did that with reverse curse technique.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Which I think the only one to ever do that was Kenjaku, right? To do like a reverse domain expansion.
I don't think his was reversed. I could be wrong.
I'm pretty sure it was, because that was the whole thing where his like his gravity thing was.
Oh, okay. My bad. I was thinking of something else. Yeah, because his is a reverse.
Fight with
His is a reverse. I thought you meant like because I forgot he got that from Yuji's mom, because it's a reverse of her technique. Yes, you're right. I was like, well, a reverse of it? I don't think it was. I just forgot it was.
Reversed a barrier, dude. That's just the outside.
Because it's one of the dumbest moments in the series. I
understand. Yeah.
They just call that grass, right? That stuff that's on the outside of the barrier.
So he literally just needs to be like, man, but what if I could do it without a barrier? And it's over.
That's it. Yeah, it's literally done. Yeah. Like, this is why I was saying, like, man, the second he was like, I'm having fun, I was like, we just awakened a demon. Like, we just awakened a fucking.
I mean, does Dabura just cease to exist?
Like, how does that even? Yeah, how does that make sense?
We back. Sorry,
because here's
chat.
the thing. Look, because the funny part is, the moment he opened the domain, it stopped spinning. You can see in that panel, it's not spinning. So, like, whatever adaptation he got,
new information being added.
He's gonna have to start adapting again.
Otherworld between darkness and
Did the stream crash? I'm seeing.
It did, but we're back now.
It did, we're back.
Okay.
It went down for like maybe like 2-3 seconds, but then we're back now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I completely didn't notice. My bad.
Sailor internet.
Oh, brother.
The antagonist of our streams.
This might be just the coolest domain expansion look, honestly. That is so wicked.
It's insane. Yeah. I just like the idea of... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, I'm just curious because, like, I'm just curious, like, what the effect is going to be here. Or, like, because this got to go fucking crazy. Because, like, I think this is supposed to be, like, a mix of his light technique, and then that unknown technique that we don't even have a name for.
What is happening? Because, as far to my understanding, we haven't seen the unknown technique yet. What we have seen is light, and then he applied his reverse curse technique to it to create darkness.
Yeah.
And then he's applying that darkness technique. I'm just calling it darkness because the opposite of light.
Right.
He's applying that darkness technique to his domain expansion. And the reason he's doing this is because he knows that he needs to basically disintegrate Maharaga to win the fight. And the best way to do that is to boost the power. So his best option, as far as he knows in that moment, would be a domain expansion using darkness, or, and we've never seen this before, a maximum technique using I wonder if, I don't think we've ever seen anyone use a maximum reverse curse technique.
We have not,
but
no.
Like, he needed basically something to give him the most optimal power boost, which is, I guess, why he went with this.
You remember the moment from MHA where Tamaki does like the chimera and you can see all the text of like every animal? This is what Dabura is gonna do. Darkness, light, reverse curse technique, domain, barrierless domain, whatever his other thing is. Every single
Pot
one
of greed.
Maharaga's gonna start grabbing the wheel, trying to turn it manually, like please, please, please.
Like a fucking Looney Tune, just takes it off his head, starts spinning it in his Help!
Oh, what? You see Dabura up in the sky shining like the end of the world. Maharaga just turns the camera, holds up the sign, and says, "Whoa!"
Nope. Oh my god! All that's for me?
See, this just ain't fair, and I'm saying that.
Yeah, it's just like shit, bro. This dude's about to get cooked, man. Oh my god.
After all that, Yuka's gonna come out of the shadow and be like, "Okay, well,
right.
Now that we've all got that out of our system." And the super duper devil passed down my bloodline has been turned into a stain on the wall.
Turn that.
Have you ever thought about choosing love?
Can you do something for me, Rabbit? That's about all she got. Rabbit escape. Get me the fuck out of here, man.
That's gonna be how the series ends when everybody becomes friends again. Dabura's like, "Oh, I'm so lonely without Maharaga. He was the strongest foe I ever encountered. The first person I ever wanted to talk to." It's gonna be like, "Don't worry, buddy. We got you, Rabbit." Who do you think taught him everything he knows?
Yeah, I mean, hey, Rabbit escape, all them damn rabbits with a Maharaga wheel on all of them. That's a scary sight. That's a scary sight, man. I don't know. Look out.
But and aside from this, we also have Yuji and Maru.
My goat!
Yeah, I can't believe nobody's killed Toto. I can't believe
Big Yuji
that.
was gonna make sure nobody did, man.
I
said,
actually
"Don't you
did
fucking-"
want to mention this real quick because, you know, you were talking about what was Sailor. You talking about what was the point of covering Yuji's eyes? I saw a tweet about this, and I didn't send it because I didn't feel like it. I guess who knows?
W.
Is that the reason it's covered? Is it's meant to look like Gojo's mask?
Oh, okay.
And you can really see it in the panels. It does. The shadow is shaped exactly like it, which
You're
is really
so right. Oh my god. That's actually cool. Okay, I take it back. You're cool. All right.
Sorry,
All
KK,
right.
you're goated. My bad.
Sorry. I take it back. That's pretty damn sick. Wow. Okay. I fuck with that. Wow, that's so simple too. I never would have thought about that. That's cool. I fuck with that. But yeah.
Yeah. Wants to do some crazy shit.
Yeah, he just takes him over to the Callion. I thought it was so funny. He's just like, yeah, Toto's told me everything. What? It would
He's
be
a funny guy who's got a viber slap in the left hand. And I almost said to that's like, what the fuck is a viber
What's
slap?
that? Yeah.
Ooh, that implies that Toto has been kept in the loop about all of this. Who's like, well, we gotta make sure that Aoi Toto knows what's going on.
I'm guessing he's just like pretty well respected in Jujutsu society because
That's weird.
Well, okay.
That's weird. Oh, they must not have met him.
Not who he is.
They must not know him very
He's a
well.
sorcerer. Right, that doesn't mean they have to respect him as a person.
He's an
I'm guessing
X
he's
grade
just-
1 sorcerer, so he's been retired, but
Yeah, so he's like retired, and I'm sure it's just anyone with high enough, I don't know, prestige just gets in on the
plus
know
like
what's
you're
happening.
talking to the one guy who could literally teleport in and be like, interesting. I got caught? No, I didn't. And just clap out. Like,
No,
that's
it makes sense. I just think it's funny. I also like the idea that he's well respected, so he like meets people a lot, and they go in for the handshake, and he's like, yes, nice to meet you, and they just grab the viper slap.
Oh,
and it's like,
yeah. I mean, hey, high key, Toto is one of the smartest characters in JJK, like unironically. So like, hey, you're gonna run a plan by anybody. Toto's not a bad bet.
yeah, always bet on Toto. It's like we always say.
The guy's got like 100 plus IQ.
True, bro. He's got his
Possibly, right?
fucking
You know.
mental capacity is at like what was it in the anime? It was like 520,000, some crazy number.
Yeah, so
What the hell?
He made up some crazy number. I think it was like 520,000 or like
Okay,
52.
all right. As long as he made it up. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes. It was because I remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, what the hell?
Yeah, they had it in the manga and the anime. It was like, this is just him. Like, don't think he's actually this crazy.
Okay, no, that does sound familiar.
Yeah. So shouts out to my living legend, man. But Yuji is just like, hey, so like, why did you want me to come here? And I know some people are just like, why the hell would he follow? 530,000. Thank you. He's like, why the hell would Yuji follow this guy if he didn't know his plan? I'm not gonna lie. What's he gonna do if he tries to fuck with him, man?
Right.
Oh no,
Like-
a trap!
like-
Fucking like,
Oh no, a trap.
This
And then
is-
he
you know,
blinks and
this
he's
guy-
pasta.
you know, this guy that's really like keen on living.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's just like, oh no, this is a trap. You know, they were saying like, oh man, Maru, he's really powerful. He might be a grade 1 sorcerer. Oh no. A grade 1 sorcerer wants to attack Yuji. Fuck. No, what's he gonna do? Damn, man. I guess I'll just have to open my domain that punctures through your soul and turbo murders you. Fuck.
That's the worst part. It's like,
Shit.
oh no. It's like, oh, he got an attack off on him. That he's bleeding now. But with Yuji, it's like, oh no, he's bleeding now.
Oh, yeah, right? Damn, I guess I'll just have to use my blood manipulation or fuck, I guess I'll just have to use a black flash. damn, man, I don't know what else I can do in this situation. I touch him and then he
so
disintegrates. Cool. Like, nah, man. Yuji, that nigga can walk around like he's Pac, bro. Nobody is fucking with him, bro. Let him to a trap. You're not locked in there with him, like, or he's not locked in there with you. You're locked in there with him, type shit. Like, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think it's really cool how he's just like, okay, so like, what'd you need me for? And Maru is saying like, hey, I want to use the, I want to use Tsurugi and Yuka's grandfather's cursed energy. I want to use all the mole from Nonax, along with my technique and his cursed technique to bring harmony to the Earthlings. And, I can't do it on my own, but Yuji, you're gonna act, you will arbitrate for harmony and be Earthlings representative and its witness. I think it's really... I just saw the comment from Alex. Don't underestimate grade ones. Kusakame went toe to toe with Ryoma and Sukuna.
Don't underestimate grade ones, bro. They're so kind.
They're so kind, bro. They're so nice.
Fucking nice,
so
dude.
Fucking nice,
fuck,
man.
bro.
They're
They
so
hold the door
nice.
open for everybody, man. You don't want to fuck with them. But yeah.
They hold that door open for everyone. Yeah, he let him into their spaceship.
Yeah, man. Like, shit, man. You don't want to fuck with that guy.
Hey, this is our god room. You want to meet our god? Of course you do. Right this way, sir.
Yeah, right this way. But yeah, the fact that Yuji is not being used as a weapon of war, but is instead, it's like, hey, help me bring about this peace by like using, like, use your power not to like turbo murder somebody for the sake of justice, but let's use it to actually make a difference. Let's make a change. I think that is so perfect because Yuji and him being the strongest and him obviously having very big parallels to Gojo and how Gojo was mainly seen as a weapon of war. I think it's really cool to have in this moment where Yuji was like, no, I believe in the next generation, they can handle it. And then somebody from that next generation was like, hey, I need your help with something. This is an idea that I have, and it doesn't involve fucking murdering somebody. And Yuji's like, yeah, no, that's great. Even him bringing back the book, because I was like, oh, that sounds like Yuki. And he's like, yeah, that's Yuki's idea. I was like, yes! Like, oh my
That was
God.
a really good moment.
That's
That was really
great. Like, that's awesome, man. I love that shit. So I think this is a great moment for Yuji and Maru and everyone involved. This was so cool. This is really cool. This is the shit that they were like fighting for in the end. Because now it's just like, you don't have to be Yuji Itadori the strongest. Now it is just like, hey, I just want you to like bear witness to this. I want you to help me out with this. Please, let's bring in actual peace here. Let's make a real change. That shit's awesome, dude. That shit's hella cool. So I like this distinction for Yuji and his character because what was it, like last chapter he was like, yeah, them niggas will die, but like I'll clean up after them or whatever, whatever. I was like, damn. But now you get to see the actual distinction between like what's going on here. I think that's great. But that leads to them meeting. That leads to, what are you saying, bro? What is the new generation he's talking about? There's literally no one besides Yuka, the cancer victim, and Tsurugi. They didn't raise no strong new sorcerers. Yeah, that's kind of like the point, that you don't have to be strong and alone. That was like the whole point. That was the reason why.
Especially at the beginning of the series, that strength is like, not the series, the chapter where it's like strength is overrated.
Yeah. That's the whole point. It's not about like we have to raise the next person who isn't a fraud. It's like, no, we should all be together, and that strength can create something that's more powerful than any of the other previous versions of strength that the older generation are trying to bring back. And then that's something we see here in this chapter. About a dip, y'all have a good day. You too, chat. Shouts out. Take care, bruv. Take care. Gege saving JJK from itself by writing Modulo. Truly.
Genuinely, like that's
Yeah, like truly, bro. The beginning of this chapter is the point type shit. But yeah.
Like
Oh, go ahead.
Like, Yuta's kid is just a power scaling loser who can't like see the themes. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't paying attention to the narrative. He's just like, man, everyone's washed. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know how you know how embarrassing it is to be the type of person who's like, well, strength is all that matters. That's what Wee did. He's like, well, I want these kids to see some crazy shit because otherwise they'll grow up, they'll be washed. They won't be cool like we were back in the day. Like we were.
Like we were. The groom victim. You're like, yeah, we were sick, bro. We
had movement back then. Yeah, transferring to prison.
Yeah. We had hella motion back then, twin. To an early grave. Yeah. So that leads into him meeting Mahito, which I have a very funny story about that. So there are times where I will open up YouTube Studio and I will read through some comments. I won't claim that I read all of them, but I do try to read as much as I can. And even if I don't like thumbs up the comment and heart it or whatever, I try to read a bunch. So I opened up YouTube Studio maybe like 2 days ago. I just wanted to see like, hey, what's my JJK video looking like right now? It's doing very well. I went to look at some of the comments. I got spoiled.
No.
I got spoiled.
It really be your own people.
It be your own people, bro. Yeah, I got spoiled.
I unfortunately saw the domain expansion panel. That sucks.
Oh, I got spoiled that Mahito was in it. That was my big spoiler.
That's rough.
And I'm sure the person who commented it, they didn't mean any harm by it, but damn. Like I did pretty well. I was like, man, I haven't seen any spoilers. This is great. I'm really happy about this. Damn. But yeah, I got spoiled that Mahito was going to be in the chapter. I didn't get spoiled on any of the content regarding Mahito. So I was still excited to see what was going to happen. And I think this interaction was very funny. That motherfucker was just sitting there and he was spawn camping. Because I remember, because I was waiting, because I was like, oh, Mahito at some point is going to come back. He's going to respawn into the world. And then he's going to see Yuji. And then Yuji's going to turbo murder this guy. Especially because Yuji was like, hey, if you come back again, I'm gonna kill you, bro. And then he comes in, he's like, Tsurugi, he's like, oh, I thought you were him, which now makes so much more sense. He's just checking every nigga in critical condition. He's like, Yuji? I'm like, he's waiting for him that whole time. So Yuji comes in. Yeah, that nigga, it's like the dude, it's like the kid waiting by the door to like pie his dad when he gets home, and the joke is the dad never comes
Day
back.
648.
Yeah, like that's Mahito. So Yuji walks through the doors, and Mahito, after sitting around for 5 ever, he's like, well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Look who the cat finally dragged in. I've been waiting on you. I'm gonna laugh at you. You finally died, you broke bitch. Yeah, how does it feel to die, loser? And Yuji's like, you know, I love telling bad people bad news. So I just want to let you know I'm still very much alive. He's like, what? What the fuck do you mean? What is going on here? He cannot believe this shit. And the fact that he's just so mind blown that you have the page in the thumbnail where he's just like, oh, what? Nope. What's happening to me? Yeah, I think that shit is hilarious. I think it's very funny. Where oh, go ahead.
Oh no, again, it still comes back to my earlier complaint that I just feel like we just kind of wanted some more build up for this stuff, especially if we're getting Mahito back. Because, like, I remember we actually theorized that Mahito would make a return, and that he would actually be a catalyst for all of this conflict to begin with. And so it's like, I was kind of hoping we would get teased on him a bit earlier. But it's like, so... I don't know.
I'll say I like, now that we're like at this point, I like that he didn't do that. I think that the story has much more meaning without like a third party. Because because technically speaking, like cursed spirits are involved in the conflict between the Cimmerians and Earthlings, but fundamentally it's like they represent something ideological. It takes a little bit of elbow work, but you can substitute cursed spirits for a lot of real world stuff, for resources, for religious beliefs, for cultural beliefs, etc. And so cursed spirits themselves are not an active party. They don't have a spot at the table in this conversation because they are what's being argued over. So to have a cursed spirit like Mahito come in and third party the discussion and be the factor that shakes everything up has a lot less meaning than the fact that it was just the people who were involved making mistakes.
I agree.
Okay, that's fair. In that case, let me try to reframe this then. It's like so rather than have it be like Mahito is the trigger for it all, let's just have be where the conflict itself is the catalyst for Mahito's return. And so it's reversing that. And I feel like that would make more sense than in that case, right? Because like Mahito's whole basis as a cursed spirit is his existence is the fear of other people. Well, which would make this whole conflict perfect for him to make his return.
Well, I think that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
Like I think
at this moment, Maru is facing that fear.
Yeah, I think Mahito, the ultimate embodiment of humanity's fear in each other, him ultimately being used to bring people together, I think that does a lot for the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, I understand for sure, like what the feeling, because in this regard, Mahito does not feel he's important, but he's not super important. He is not the big bad.
He's less important than I initially thought he would be.
Yeah, but I think that for how the story has shaken out compared to how we, thought it would several months ago, I think this is better. I think it is better that he is not that important. It's the same thing with Yuji. It's not like what is ultimately solving the conflicts are our main characters. It's Maru, it's Tsurugi. Like, that's what has brought us to this point where important past characters like Yuji and Mahito are an important factor, because the past is just an important factor, but they aren't the driving forces.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that is a good narrative choice to make, because it is ultimately more satisfying and makes for a better, more meaningful story because otherwise the points made by the cringe lords in the series are correct. And it's like, oh, well, everything that's important, all the cool people happened 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
now, I
it's
think
just so...
Because it's like, if we're going to talk about, like, silly things in this chapter, Mahito is, like, not even top of the list. Why they just got, like, the afterlife behind a curtain? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm glad I wanted to address that too.
What, have you never seen Dragon Ball?
Well, it's a little different.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really.
Why? Why is it different? Is it because you don't take Dragon Ball seriously? You don't think it's real?
Goku, he said you're a whore.
I called Goku. He said he hates you.
I'm guessing this is just a part of Maru's technique, taking him to the things he needs.
That's what I'm thinking.
One of those things is Mahito in the afterlife.
I mean, look, I understand that much, but I still wish I still think we could have got more build up, because, like, again, we were talking about this earlier, or in the chat, where it's like, Maru has this technique that lets him find the things he needs or whatever. And so it's like, that's how he likely found Yuji, and how they got to this point now. I still would have liked to have actually seen those pages, even if they were just like minute things, Or like, it feels like it would help bridge the gap a bit more, or so it doesn't feel as.
I mean, look, I'm not saying I disagree with you. I completely agree that maybe like a couple more panels would have been good, and I do think that weakens the chapter a bit. But I also think we need to understand, like, what would be sacrificed. Like, when you're on a weekly chapter basis where you have to like spend all this time producing this, anything you put time into is time taken away from something else. And like, I don't want time taken away from the cool ass shit in this chapter. I think it came out great. So it's like, I 100%, it's one of those things where it's like, I agree with you, but in the context of what's happening, I'm fine with what we have.
It's a pacing mistake, but not a story mistake. I would say
it's a pacing.
Like, it's not like we didn't miss anything important. But
I'm fine with just how it is, to be honest. I don't even think it's that big of a deal, but I can understand where y'all are coming from.
So cool, same page.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ultimately, I think it executes what it needs to. I'm fine with where it is, but yeah.
And I'm curious where it's going. I guess we'll see a world without cursed energy soon, maybe. I don't know.
Which will be fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
God, guys, can you imagine it? Lasting change. Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. This will be really good. Because I mean, like, God, the end of JJK had fucking nothing. So like, to actually have something like meaningful happen in Modulo, it's like, okay, thank God. Now this makes things actually matter to some extent. It's still not like perfect. It wasn't immediate change, but it did lead to something. And I think that's really good. So yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. But is there anything else you want to bring up?
I think that's really it.
Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So shouts out. Okay, do we want to go into some rapid fire stuff? I can bring up some chapters.
Actually, I may need a dip here. Actually, so I need to jump out here now. Oh, I'm sorry to say.
Take
care. So, okay. But yeah, no, I'm glad we got to talk. Okay, and I will see you all next week.
Bye. Bye. What a cool
Ichi
guy.
the Witch was pretty wicked.
I thought you said eat shit for a second. Whoa, that's your. I know. Why would you say that?
What is thought of me?
Yeah. Oh man, it's almost like I know you. Yeah. No. Ichi was really cool.
Ichi was very good. Yeah, I like how it was kind of built up. Let me see if I can add this. It's just like everything was just like, all right, we have to bet everything here on Ichi. Is he gonna do it? Like, can we actually trust this motherfucker? And he comes back and it's Udodo. I was like, well, well, GG's. But ended up coming in clutch in the last second. So shouts out to Big Ichi. We appreciate that, son. Yeah, just good chapter of Ichi the Witch. I don't really have much else to say. I like how Jiki Shirone was like how she was like, hey, you know, I've bet on Ichi. He's the one person who really can make a change. He's already fought against fate. That whole thing. It's nice to see Jiki Shirone start to believe or already believe in him. It's really cool to actually see that in motion. So shouts out. I like Jiki Shirone. She's cool. But yeah, that chapter is really good. Anyone caught up on Blue Box? I've read every chapter except for this week's chapter, so I will be catching up on it.
I was reading it and then I got caught up with the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one was very good. Let me see what other ones. There was another one that I
like.
read that
I like Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
How is that one? I'm like 10 chapters behind on Sakamoto Days. Is it doing good?
It's a neat fight.
Yeah,
I really like the ending.
Mhm.
It's concise. It's a good one.
Oh, cool.
Good stuff.
Nakamo fights are just cool. He's just a cool guy.
Honestly.
He's just a cool dude.
Nagamo, that's my goat. Yeah, that's my favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he probably is mine too, huh?
I love that fucker, man.
I am.
I love that fucker. He's definitely my favorite in Sakamoto Days. So I definitely got to catch up on that to see what the fuck they got talking about.
Any
not-
thoughts on the new manga that came out? No, I didn't read them.
I have not. I'll have to check them
what?
out.
Dude, you haven't started reading Under Doctor?
No.
You haven't
No.
started reading. Hold on, because I have started reading them all. You haven't started reading Alien Headbutt?
No, but I'm not gonna lie, the art does look kind of fire for
The
that
art
one.
does look.
The art does
sick.
look
Well,
sick. I haven't
yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Here's the
I
thing.
might check that out off the art, honestly.
Here's the thing. When it comes to new series, to me, it's kind of like
Having a baby in the Middle Ages.
no, it's
Oh.
like it's like
Really don't know
naming
if
a
it's gonna make it.
no, it's like naming a baby in the Middle Ages.
Okay.
You have no proof. If anything, experience says that this is pointless, and naming it and getting attached is just going to make it hurt more. But I think that I owe this young, innocent life that much. And by the same measure, Under Doctor, you're not long for this world. I just can tell that. Here's the thing, because it isn't, but I read like the second chapter, and there was a moment where I was like, I think this might be the Earthchild mangaka.
Oh,
It's like,
no.
damn,
It's not.
It's
It
chapter
isn't.
3. It's already got a bit of a cough. Oh.
Yeah, it's not the same mangaka, but the fact that I thought, oh, this kind of reminds me of Earthchild, I was like, ooh, that's not good.
Yikes. Yeah.
That's not good at all. But I will be with them until the very end. That is my promise. And sometimes it works out because I know nobody else reads it, but Shinobi Undercover is still going strong, and I like that series a lot.
Hey, shouts out.
Oh, I'm constantly surprised. Truly, there was a 20 chapter period where I was just like, I'm gonna miss you. I finished the chapter. Oh, to be continued.
Oh, sick.
How good. Oh, that's weird. It must have been a printing error.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to that one. Akane Banashi was really good this week. I did like that.
I almost finished it.
one.
I was in the middle of reading it when we got started, and then I
Look, reading Kagurabachi takes a lot out of a man. We can't be all on everything.
I mean, true.
Those chapters like this.
True, man.
You read a Kagurabachi chapter. Here's the thing. It takes 40 minutes to read one of those chapters. It takes about 5-10 minutes to read it if you're really appreciating it. Then it takes 30 minutes to clean up afterwards.
Yeah, man. Make sure you get in the crevices all proper. Yeah. Akane was really good. Akane's been very good. Like this whole arc of learning the death thing. Like this has been really good. I've been very surprised by her and Shome and Rokuro, them being together as a trio. I like them a lot. So I'm interested to see where this goes further. This is really good.
It's a thing that I really love about Akane Banashi, the way that, because it is fundamentally, a very down-to-earth story, but at the same time using Rokuro as a medium, or Rakugo as a medium, it's so dramatic and it has these big moments of fiction of the characters doing the performances, and God of Death is such a good example of that because it is this it's really intense, depending on who's performing it. So as a result, you have the big figures in the Rakugo world who are really built up as these gods, these incredibly impressive people, and then obviously Akane meets them, and and it's almost always just oh right, people.
Yeah, just regular.
Right. They're just Shome's he's just a dude.
He's just a weirdo.
Yeah, he's just obviously a weirdo. Right, of course. And of course, the only exception to that is what's the name of Akane's master right now?
Oh, fucking, it's Arakawa, but it's
all right.
Isho is not. Is it Isho?
I think so.
Isho
Arakawa?
Isho, I'm pretty sure is her old master, right? Let me see.
I read this shit in 2 days. It didn't.
Isho Arakawa. No, it is Isho. I was right. It is Isho Arakawa. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only exception because we've never seen him enjoy goddamn anything.
That motherfucker hates everything, man. Bro. The fact that he performed God of Death after Kase did, asshole, bro. You're a bitch. You are a bitch, bro. Like, oh my god, I could not believe that shit. Showed him up and said, "Now, do you think that this broke, ugly fuck can compete with me? All right, bucko, get out of here." Jesus. Couldn't believe that shit, man.
I can't believe y'all thought that was something.
Sorry.
Nothing.
Y'all thought this brokey was doing something? Y'all thought he had motion? Okay,
can't believe y'all watched a 2.28 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Oh my god.
And we're standing up clapping.
Y'all motherfuckers were clapping like seals. Get the fuck out of here.
That shit got 17% at best.
Get that shit out of here. I was like, wow.
Didn't you teach him? Isn't that kind of your responsibility? Yeah, that's what makes it a 17.
Yeah, that's what makes me so heartbroken. Imagine spending all your time, effort, and patience on this motherfucker, and he still sucks, man. It's like, damn. That's when they did the revote. They're like, damn, he's got a point. I'd be pissed. Like, damn, bro.
Back, dude. That's the most fucked up thing that's ever happened. Imagine if you were doing a presentation and the person who went after you was so good they failed you retroactively.
Oh. They say, yeah.
They said, you know what? You don't know anything about the solar system, dog.
Yeah, you are a dumbass.
You mixed up Saturn and Jupiter once, idiot. We're sending you back to 3rd grade. Well, but this is high school.
Maybe you learned something down there for once in your life. Shit, man. Damn. I need to catch up on Akane. Akane is very good. You should catch up on it. Yeah. It's very good. We're 5 episodes from Big 200. Any particular plans? I'm gonna be honest, not really.
Hey, good thing is that that's over a month to think about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so dead ass. Maybe we could do something, but also if we do just have a regular week of chapters, I mean, that's going to be like a very long podcast, and I don't think we are going to have the time for that. I don't think we're going to have the time to like cover all the chapters and be like, okay, guys, let's do a tier list. Like,
all right, guys, we're doing a tier list of everyone. We're doing a tier list of everyone who's ever appeared on the podcast. That means that includes our friends who showed up like one episode, like 2 and 3 years ago. Sosuke was on the villains tier list, so we can put him on there.
What the fuck? I don't even remember that. That's funny.
Yeah, he was. He didn't talk either.
That sounds like
there was that one time before we made the podcast, because for context, we have our Discord server where we're all friends, and we talk in normally. We have multiple voice channels, and one of them is the podcast one.
Yeah.
And it's one of those channels where you it's only visible to people with admin status, and you have to like have somebody with admin privileges add you to it. And that's our way of making sure that nobody interrupts in like the middle of an episode because they don't know what's going on, and they think like, oh, they're just talking in the middle of the day on a Sunday. And the reason we have that is because we had an episode where we're talking about normal stuff. And our good friend Moss joins in, and we just start talking for like 5 minutes. And I remember he started saying some weird stuff, and we're all like being like, hey man, what's up? How's it go? How was your day? He's like, it was all right. And we're just going. He's just like, so what were you guys up to? I'm like, yeah, we were recording a podcast.
We're on a podcast right now.
Oh, like you were recording it? Like, yeah, live. Wait, so like right now? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And he's like, oh, and then left. So that I think that makes him an S tier member, because he's the only one. He's the only, I think, member to ever canonically not miss with a bit.
True.
Yeah.
Because he only had one.
Yeah, that was it. What I miss, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The whole podcast.
Yeah, we're out of end this stuff.
I ain't gonna lie,
news.
twin. We're getting to the end. Ichi was fire as always. Yeah, Ichi was very good. Ichi was very good this week. Yeah, maybe we'll think up something. But if it is just a regular like, hey, we have like a bunch of chapters, I don't think we'll do anything. Maybe we'll save the celebration for when we have like a bye week, because I would like to do something. Because, you know, the tier list was fun. Maybe we could do something else too. That stuff is fun. I like
If
doing
you
it.
have ideas, make sure to comment them below. Only after you've hit that like and subscribe button.
Type shit. Goron Egg just had a 3-year time skip in 1 chapter. It's got 4 chapters tops. Damn. That shit is not long for this world. Damn,
You call that shit Goron Egg. It's Goron Egg.
Oh.
Like the guys from Zelda.
Think I can't read. I think I can't read. I think I might be a little stupid.
Oh, hold on. Okay, I think I do vaguely remember when this came out. I'm looking at the for the cover of it right now. Let me send this in podcast so you
Rip
guys can
Samurai
look at this.
True.
Dude, this thing is dead. This shit is a dead man walking.
It's not great. The first chapter is very.
Am I crazy? Is it okay? So I'm on.
Sky, why does this nigga look like macchiato, bro? What the fuck?
Dude, oh no, this. All right, folks, if you go to www.legal right now, look up Gonron Egg.
Can I actually? I think I can just pull it up on screen. Hold on, let me actually.
No, by all means, yeah.
Let me see.
I want to know if I'm like crazy.
Hold on, chat. Give me a little.
If this is like hold on, let me look up the series on Jump because I'm actually losing it over this.
Oh my god, bro.
Okay, all right. It looks better. The official image on Jump, but like it is fucking killing me the way that this looks. It looks like a poorly cropped meme.
Let me see. There we go. All right, I got it on screen. This is what it looks like.
Dude, who's that girl in the background? That's in black and white. You can see the PNG, like the border around her.
I don't know, bro.
And what the hell is in the background?
Let me move it to the side so you can still see the chat.
This has got to be some like bootleg image that legal.com is using, because there's no fucking way that they put this shit. This is the kind of garbage image that you see like a bot add to a t-shirt.
Oh shit. Damn, the girl looks like someone from Demon Slayer. God. True. Gonron Egg actually has some amazing monster designs. That's good, at least. That's good.
Yeah,
that's
no,
good,
I'll believe it. I will say, like, the 100%, there's no fucking way this is what the series looks like. There's no way. This doesn't look like it was made by a professional, much less like.
It looks worse sometimes.
No.
I don't know. One of those things where it became because I read the first chapter and then I saw some talk about it on Twitter for a while, just like people posting panels and stuff, and I just don't like, this is no hate, I just don't think the author was ready for like weekly manga, because it was kind of rough.
These are cool monster designs. I agree.
Yeah, some of the monster designs are cool from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, that's Conron Egg just got a 3-year time skip. Row.
That shit is not long for this world, bro.
Dude, the most recent chapter, after the time skip, it's got a double page spread of all the main characters stanced up. Yeah, it's over.
Wallahi, bro, no.
That is it's what my favorite series died for. You can say that any week of the year, damned one. It's still accurate.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not a day I don't go by that I don't light the candles and I kneel before the altar and I say, please kill Roboco.
Please. I'm going to the fucking altar like in Spider-Man 3, bro. Please.
Yeah, exactly. I come to you humble.
Kaide Game died for Gone Wrong Egg.
Oh,
No!
It was hitting its stride.
Oh my god, bro. Kaide got me. Oh, Kaide got me. My baby. Oh.
God. Oh man, dude, Tenmaku Cinema. That shit was made by the Food Wars author. Fucking hell.
Damn, they said stick to the kitchen, bitch. Damn.
Oh my god.
Golly, bro. This
What
is
was
what
the one
Green
series?
Greens died for. You know
Oh.
what? Maybe it's okay. We let one go. But what
Yeah,
were you
alright,
saying?
does sometimes. What was the series? It was made by the Hell's Paradise mangaka.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forget the name.
Oh,
Ayashimon.
I
Yes, I like
Yeah,
that one too.
That one was good. Yeah, that's what I'm pissed about. Because it's like,
Bro, what made me
It was-
so mad is that they canceled it, and then they came out with the volume over here in the States. I was like, fuck off. I was
you're
so
too
mad.
late.
It's over, man. They didn't even let the first volume sell over here. They canceled that bitch immediately. They canceled it, and then
No.
they sold the first volume over here. There's the first two.
Another potential mangaka. I scream as I get thrown in my padded cell. Yeah, too true. I'm gonna be in there just like he deserved another chance.
He deserved it, no. Hell no, man. Hell no. Too many are gone too soon. Mm-mm-mm. Well, speaking of gone, let's get the
Yeah.
F out of here, man. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta take a shit. I got a dookie, man. I gotta go. I can't be here anymore.
Man, it's a
Well,
shame you
on
were
that
legally
note,
required to tell everyone that.
Yeah, that is
My, bro.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
2026, we're just saying shit, so I like fulfilled the quota. I literally
We
said
left decency behind in 2025.
Bro, I
Saying
literally
shit.
just say it. We're just saying shit. Eat your prunes, bro. You know that would mean I'm old though. So I
He
can't
has
do
to
that.
take a shit. That's what. That's the problem. He's got too much fiber in his diet.
I got too much motion, man. I can't help it.
Whoa.
I got too much motion, man. Type shit.
Now that's the kind of JJK motion they were talking about.
1 minute of silence for Don before y'all leave. Yeah, you can do that in your own time, buddy. Anyway, that shit'll be here
What are we supposed to
tomorrow.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit'll be back for you tomorrow. I hope it comforts you, damn, but I hope it does. But anyway, we're getting the F up out of here, man. Let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything we covered here on the podcast. Hopefully you guys like the new format. Next week, I'm going to be trying something a little different. I got these little text things. So then that way you can tell what series we're talking about when we do our rapid fire section. I'm not going to have it up for anything or everything because that shit would be hard to keep up. I'm not going to lie. Writing down timestamps and then also doing that would be hard. But you see, I got my little text here. So then, let's just say we're talking about, I don't know, Ichi the Witch. And then, I just go from there and then boom, now you know. Now when we're doing our rapid fire, that way you're like, oh shit, we're talking about Ichi the Witch. That's awesome. And then we go from there. But that's for next week, man. For now, we're out of here, dude. Fuck. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang. Oh my god. I went to my other screen to shut out the stream and I just saw fucking macchiato and gone right. All right. We're actually leaving now. Goodbye.